All right, folks, what's happening? What's happening? Welcome back to the Hustle Different podcast. It's your boy Dave, a.k.a. Gray, a.k.a. the unofficial mayor of St. Louis. And I'm here with my co-host, of course, Jay the Historian in the building.
What up?
And if it's on the scene, it's my man Beans in the building, y'all. You know he's
Bean.
here, you know here. And folks, just looking at all the feedback we were getting last week, this man here, he's back for part 2.
Yes.
We had to cut it short because we got so much. Dude, we could probably do a 10-part series with this man, but we just gonna try to we'll talk about it as it go along. But we back with Mr. Randall, OG Stacs Jackson in the building. Say what's up.
What's up?
Yeah, hey man, you had a lot of interest in your story last week, man, and you're helping us break ground with this Street Champ. Street Champ segment. If you look around the Street Champ segment. He coming, don't worry about it. This is my man. He representing because he, you know what I'm saying? Hey, gotta represent. All right, before we get it started, I want to give it up for today's sponsor, F-Con Construction. F-Con Construction, the king of concrete construction. They specialize in concrete flat work. We're talking about driveways, patios, sidewalks, pools, decks, streets, parking lots, garages, warehouse floors, and much, much more. So I want y'all to give my man Floyd a call at 314-628-0345 or check him out on the web at www.fconconstruction.com. That's www.fconconstruction.com. Check him out on all social media platforms. Or you know what? Better yet, just give him a call. Once again, 314-628-0345. F-Con Construction, the king of concrete construction. Give it up to my man Floyd. Appreciate you. No, we're going to get right into it. We're just going to pick up where we left off. Some funny, a lot of people understand the Street Champ segment is about people who went through adversity, and came out of it, and showed that it could be a positive and learn something, learn something,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? Learn something and turned it into a positive. This man right here is doing that right now. Like I said, y'all only got the first half. The second part here is going to be crazy. But I got to bring up something.
Mm-hmm.
Last week you said I was looking through the video. You brought up something. You said something to the effect of 1 minute you was rapping and breakdancing, and the next minute you was on the block. Now I gotta stop right there.
Right.
Because hip hop was big in St. Louis. You know
course.
what I mean? So what? So you was rapping at one point?
Oh yeah, definitely.
What was the rap name, bro? You gotta give me the
back then. Before I didn't even know who Easy E was. I was Easy Rain.
Easy
Easy Rain. Yeah, no doubt. What's up, big?
Well, Big Ted in the building, Coach Ted in the building, Coach Teddy in the house. So yeah,
Easy Rain. That was my rap name.
So did you have a group? Was you in a group, or was you solo, or did you?
I had a group. Combination something. Oh no, that was the breakdancing group. We was the combination crew on the breakdance.
Oh no, combination
and
crew.
then I kind of forgot the rap group name, but then it just got to be I'm going out to get the equipment now. So after that, I wasn't even rapping no more. I was just trying to learn the
breakdance name was the same.
Nah, the breakdance name was Count Crash. I don't know where I got it from.
Count Crash.
But it was Count Crash, like Count Dracula.
Right.
Yeah, it was like Count Crash. I don't know where I got that name from.
Count
But
Crash.
that was definitely my name. That was definitely my name.
I love it, Count.
Yeah. But I used to tumble, all that stuff. People know me from tumbling. Yeah, if you know me from tumbling, call in, tap in. People know me from tumbling. I tumbled down all the way down Veronica. Over in Baden School. I tumbled all the way down.
Yeah, for sure.
Do about 20, 30 flips and top it off with a no.
Not a no.
Flip no,
hand,
flip
you know what
no,
I'm
flip
saying?
no.
You know how they used to do it? Yeah.
For sure.
Flip no, flip no,
Hey y'all,
flip
look,
no.
we gonna be in here
Twist.
wiping our heads. It's a little warm in here. It's gonna cool off after we get going. He got his face. He hooked himself up here. We gonna share that. Look, we gonna share this one here. So check this out. I'm just gonna do a little recap.
Mm-hmm.
So like I said, after you was breakdancing, rap, you got into the streets.
Mm-hmm.
As far as did people take you serious? That was another question I wanted. Did people take you serious when you first got in the street, or was it, was they like, man, you just, what are you doing?
With me, a lot of people didn't even know what I was doing. You know what I mean?
Okay.
When I brought it from, when I remember I told y'all I was over in Out Fallon Park area.
Yep.
Well, then I started coming over to Baden. You know what I'm saying? I started coming over to Baden, and I I mean, they just weren't ready for it anyway. I wasn't even ready for it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, I got you. As far as like I said, a lot of people, y'all go back and watch part 1. Y'all you know, it'll speed you up and catch you where we at. So you end up doing some time.
yeah.
Now, a question for you. At that time, did you have any children when you know, I kind of want to lead into something that is just a message to people, period, as far as that jail thing.
Right, of course.
You know what I'm saying? Did you have any children when you went to?
Yeah, I had 5 kids. Yeah, I had 5 kids.
And how do you think you going to jail affected them?
Oh, it affected them tremendously. It affected them. It affected the whole family, you know. And then when I came home, I ended up coming home having to get my kids out of foster care.
Oh wow.
Wow. Went through a whole
By
shebang.
yourself?
Yeah, single parent.
Oh man.
Had to get 2 kids out of foster care.
Street champ.
Yeah.
Street
Yeah.
champ. Street champ.
I mean, they
Street
took me
champ.
through all type of
All types
behavioral classes for kids. You know what I'm saying? Classes because I just got out of penitentiary, so I want to make sure I ain't crazy. You know what I'm saying? They took me through. I mean, the system took me through the ringer. But it wasn't nothing, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing that was too hard. God ain't gonna give you nothing you can't handle. You know what I mean?
Amen.
So I
Amen.
got them. They graduated, and
But
you know.
you fought for your kids.
Oh yeah, no doubt,
People
no doubt.
Don't get them stories.
Yeah.
Bro. They don't.
I mean, I asked some of my homeboys. I get out, man. I'm like, man, I don't know what y'all should have did, man. Some of them was like, man, I'd have got myself together first.
Right.
But I couldn't do that. You know, by the
Right.
time I got myself together and
it'd
went
been
back,
long gone.
it'd have been long gone. You know, so
Gotcha.
yeah, I had to do that.
You did the right thing.
Yeah,
You see it
no
worked
doubt.
out.
So your
Yeah,
kids.
nope.
So how many? Kids wise? How many? So you say you got 5, right?
I got 5 kids,
5 kids,
6
how many?
grandkids.
Oh,
So I'm a pawpaw.
Yeah.
I'm Papa Smurf.
Smurf.
I live for this shit. You know what I'm saying? I live for this right on. I live for
Oh
this.
yeah, oh yeah.
I ain't,
My man in the building,
what's
baby.
up? My
My
peace.
man in the building.
I ain't messed up about it.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
I ain't messed up about it.
Worked
So,
out
You know,
for
What's
the
up,
and,
boss?
best.
What's
and,
up, boss?
and I can still, you know, hang out with them. I'm riding hoverboards and everything. Yeah,
Keeping
don't,
you
and I
young.
don't fall.
Keeping you young. Keeping you young. Keeping you young. Keeping you young. So as far as did any of your kids want to go into like far as with your legacy vision, real estate
Yeah.
business? Any of your kids moving toward that way, or they more want to kind of create their own lane?
Well, I got, my kids, they went on, you know how it is. They go on their own missions. You know what I'm saying?
Like
they just know the legacy they're for when it's over with. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they ain't joined in yet, But they just know the legacy there when they
And
want.
then like a message, any message you want for as, just touching on the jail thing one more time. Any message you want to tell the youth, man, like let them know, like from firsthand, like that ain't cool, you know what I mean?
It definitely robs you. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, get your fan on you, man.
Yeah, it definitely robs you, man. It definitely robs you of your childhood, things you got going on, stuff like that. What you could have been. I got a partner of mine that jumped off the porch with me. He had a scholarship to Grambling back in those days. They sent him for him and everything, but he stayed back, started hustling, and lost all that. You know what I mean?
And then,
Right.
and let this may not have happened to you, but in a lot of instances, when you go to jail, your friends, you get what I'm saying? Your friends and your homies and all that stuff.
Right.
You tend to lose a few of them because the reality.
Well, I ain't
of
see
it,
no homies when I was in jail. I had the entourage going in, and the only person that was there was my mama.
Entourage wasn't there when
Yeah,
you-
the entourage wasn't there, boy. I'm
Now,
talking
when you
about.
got out,
But
though?
me and my mama got so tight, I didn't need that entourage.
Gotcha.
I mean, my mom, she stuck through me through the whole thing. She brought my kids up to see me every weekend. You know what I'm saying? She brought them up so much, I had to go away to Colorado. Like, look, I'm finna, y'all hurt me. I love to see you come, but I hate to see you leave. So, I put in for a whole nother place to go
they
just
couldn't
so
get
I
you that
could
quick.
get
Get
my
your
last
mind
few
right.
years, my mind right, you know what I'm saying, and get used to that. So, that's how it was with me.
Now, did any of them people try to come back when you came home?
Oh, yeah. Shit, I can't get rid of them now. Hey, what's the plan, boss? Y'all was the plan.
Right,
I thought I was
exactly.
going to come home, hear the keys to the new cars. And then, nah, I ain't calling none of that. I came home to fight for them kids. You know what I'm saying? I came home to even, more challenging things. You know what I mean? Saying? And it was cool, though. Because all the time I didn't get a chance to be that father to get in their formative years. I got on the back end, you know what I'm saying?
You were prepared.
And I was prepared.
And all
for it,
that,
right?
all that was actually written. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So your blessings coming from all that. You
Yeah.
got blessings still coming. You know what I
I
mean?
appreciate that, yeah.
Word up.
So, like I said, we're going to touch on a few things we didn't get to. I'm trying to let everybody, like I said, y'all got to watch part 1 and it'll intertwine. You'll understand where I'm going. So, part of the game, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people like jail is part of the game and violence is part of the game. No matter what type of dude you are, what you try to do, whether it's you or indirectly, it's some violence that
Right.
comes about on that. So you happen to be shot.
Yeah, I got shot.
Was that? I mean, okay. So I know the story. You know what I'm
Right.
saying. So as far as let people know, as far as like, was that personal or was that just part of the game?
It just was part of the game, you know. You know how it go. You know, people. It's a typical St. Louis mentality. You know what I'm saying? People still hating on you. It ain't like it ain't. You know what I mean?
Don't want to see.
He actually
shine,
owed me
though.
money. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
But I guess I get you before you get me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That type of thing.
That's the mentality.
That's the
We
mentality.
talked
You know
about
what
that,
I'm saying?
we
Yeah.
kinda talked about
I
that.
get you before you get me because he called me totally off guard and everything was in the back. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah,
So you got hit in the head. And
back
in
of the head, back of the back, all that,
Ooh.
yeah, all in the back. Yeah.
So recovery wise, how long did it take you to recover?
I mean, I bounced back.
You was blessed. I'm just
I
saying,
bounced
God
back.
was watching out for you
Couple
anyway.
of weeks, I bounced back.
Antonio said God had a purpose on
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, you wasn't time for you to go.
No, not at
Time
all.
for you to go.
I mean, when I talked to
Everything
my
was
mother,
free,
she
yo.
told me, they tell her I was gone, but shit, I'm like, no, I can't leave. I got shit to do. You know what I'm saying? I got
and he
shit to
doing
do.
it. And that's why we here right now. And he
I'm
doing
back.
it.
Yeah.
That's why we here today. That's why
Yeah.
he's talking. That's why he's on his
That's
camera.
it.
I got
You see
shit
what I
to
mean?
do.
I told y'all this man has a very interesting story. And the sad part is, this story can go across the board in St. Louis. You know what I mean? During that era, during that time, because you were dealing with the same people these other people. For mentality wise, it's like we say, they always say the St. Louis mentality. It's a mentality of the whole city. You know, it ain't like this North Side mentality, West Side
Right.
mentality. No, this is St. Louis mentality. You can go anywhere and they're gonna treat you, and it's up to you to peep it, for you to know your city, for you to know that that's how we are. Now, if you still continue to move that way after you know how dudes is,
Right.
that's on you at that point.
My man Petty called it sanctutionalized.
No, sanctutionalized. I like that. I
He
like
said
that.
he been saying it for almost how long, man? 20 years, 30 years. He say, man, we sanctutionalized.
That's you?
You know what I'm saying?
Now,
Now, but we all grew up together.
Institutionalized.
Yeah, that's what the OG be saying. We sanctutionalized. We use that in the hood all the time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
So
just
look.
like our own mentality.
Right,
You
right.
feel what I'm saying? Certain things we do, certain way we play it. It's like,
And
man,
it
come
done
on.
helped us and it didn't hurt.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
It helped us and it didn't hurt.
Exactly.
And I guess-
Exactly.
And so, like I said, Stacs, we went from the streets, prison, getting shot. After we talked about all that, I look on the internet, and in an article, I don't even know if you know this, they describe you as a property guru.
I ain't read that. Or
Yeah, I seen you the link. I
Okay,
do my
yeah.
research. Y'all understand? I
Yeah.
do my research on
Yeah.
everybody that come on this show. Everybody.
Yeah.
I dig deep as I can dig, and I know what to talk about and what not to talk about. But I
Man, I'm
dig.
about to see that one.
Yeah, I'm serious. I'll show it to you. I'll show
Right.
you. Call,
Pay your taxes.
your name came
Yeah.
up.
Your name in the records.
Oh,
Your name
Right.
came up as,
right.
as legacy
My name-
vision.
They
Right.
don't know that, though.
Right.
Pay your
Okay.
taxes.
Yeah. My name there. My name there. I ain't
Exactly.
man.
So
that's
look
cool.
at all you've been
Word.
through, and then you get somebody that write currently. This is current. I think this was a 2022 article I read, or maybe 2021. That you are a property guru. You understand? To get that title from the title you had
Right. Exactly.
is a big,
Big.
It's a blessing
you
for
know what
me.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Big
Big,
step.
yeah.
Big
Yeah,
difference.
I'm grateful. I'm
Big
grateful.
difference, you know what I mean?
Word.
I'm grateful.
And like I always say, and everybody I talk to about coming on this show, I tell them, I said, look, man, we here to show that a TikTok video is not finna take care of your family.
Right.
A viral video of you still in the car is not finna take care of your family.
No, a nigga get
Working
out.
hard.
Right.
No, they say
Right.
his inspiration.
That's-
you ain't even been to jail.
Right.
Yeah.
You ain't even got to go to jail to,
Yeah.
to
Right.
listen.
You don't.
Yeah.
We bumped our heads because technology was different. We ain't had no heads up like they
Right.
got
Well, you
these
know,
days.
we were the beginning of technology.
Right,
But
but we
then
didn't have no heads up.
the
Said
sun-
you couldn't send me a picture of the
Right.
police on the corner and be like, "Hey, dog, they here."
Right.
Yeah, got you.
Mhm.
Y'all
Like-
was on there talking, who you?
Yeah,
Yo,
yeah, and look, and if you ain't heard that-
Yeah, just to get in touch with me, you had to beat me.
Word.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I
Then
gotta
I had
get
to go
your
to a
phone.
payphone. You know what I'm saying? And I got to have a
Hey,
quota.
people,
You know what I'm saying?
But you
Yeah.
gotta understand,
Yeah.
too. I
Yeah,
gotta
people.
go to the phone.
Or
Look,
you
I still
got
gotta
Oh,
get
you
to the
still
payphone.
go to the
Or you
Still
payphone.
gotta go to the payphone.
Hey, or you got that calling card. Or you got that calling card.
Right. People still
can't
calling.
wait.
People still calling my mama house and looking for me. It's like, look,
Word.
just beep them. You know what I'm saying? Just beep them. Put
That's
that
how
thing
it
you got on
was,
this
too.
waist. Just beep them. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, where you at?
Like I said, we
Yeah,
didn't
so-
have instant technology.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? The bad part is the technology actually catching them up a lot faster. That's why they.
Right.
That's why
Yeah.
they'll print somebody police record,
Right.
and they've been arrested 32 times. Niggas from my day was probably arrested once
Yeah.
or twice. You get what I'm saying?
What you mean? Like,
So like I said, man, like if you look up any of these young guys, like you can pull up anything. Like I was just watching the thing, dude in Milwaukee. He was a menace to society in Milwaukee. And they was like, why is he still out here? His arrest record, he's been arrested 54 times.
And that one rich guy kept getting him
yeah.
out.
Public now. We can see it.
Yeah,
right.
Case net.
See, yeah. So what happens is, that's the truth.
That's a real thing.
Real thing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what happens is you have people that have been arrested 52 times. That's the difference. We were smart criminals. You know what I mean? Super
Or
smart.
did they not bother y'all? Because y'all
No, I got arrested
No.
52 times.
No, you got arrested 52 times.
I got arrested.
See,
I got
that's what I'm
arrested
saying.
52 times.
But
No,
I
because
mean,
they
I'm
just
talking
used to
about-
pick you up.
Right, but see, the
pick you up,
difference
pick
is-
you up.
they knew your face.
But
But
the
see-
thing, not cutting you out,
No,
I
wait,
gotta
go ahead,
say
go
this.
ahead.
The thing is, and this is what got me home and trying to get into something else. I tried to get a job, but they said, hey, go get a police record.
Oh,
You feel what I'm saying?
After that,
That
that's
shit
done.
4
Right.
pages long with some crazy stuff on it.
But
You know
a
what
lot
I'm
of
saying?
people-
McDonald's don't even.
Yeah,
want that.
and don't nobody want me,
See,
and it's like
your
yo.
arrest record is they can't base you on your arrest record. Only what
When
you're
I got
convicted
out,
of
they could.
because you had win.
Yeah,
They can go on your
When
arrest
they-
record
they-
when
they
you
look-
judge you. Right.
They judge
I
you.
mean,
But
if
see,
you-
that's not public knowledge. Like if they
But
run
I'm
your
saying the
background
people,
check,
like if you're going like what he's saying, if you
yeah, if somebody
want
want to
take
dig,
that to the employer,
Right.
They
If-
looking at it.
Oh, yeah.
He a
Yeah.
changed person.
They ain't looking at
They
that.
still judging you because of some shit that's on some paper.
They ain't looking at that. They looking at, man, where
the hell
did
is
you do this here or in Baghdad? You know what I'm saying? That's some crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they was looking at that. And I mean, and touching on another thing, I like to touch on these things. Even when coming home and having the kids, I try to go get some food stamps. I ain't never had no food stamps. You know they wouldn't give me no food stamps.
Right. They got that question on.
You can't.
I had the drug case.
You know what else?
I went with my partner.
You felon on. They got that on the food stamp application.
You know what else? You can't get financial aid if you've ever had a drug
They gave it
conviction.
to me. I went to ITT Tech and they gave it to me. Somebody told me, and they
Some
put
schools-
me out of
yeah,
ITT Tech, but still trying to get the money. And I'm like, what's the system?
Like federal,
Yeah.
like FAFSA, so federal student aid programs.
Yeah.
You won't they don't like to qualify certain crimes, and
Yeah.
drugs is one of them.
Yeah.
But can we just roll it real quick? Roll it back to kind of like the last show and what you just touched on about humbling experiences. You made a comment. You said that when you were inside, not to go into that, but you were like
Stop.
you know, I had to wash dishes and it was humbling. So let me ask you this. When you come home and the financial situation isn't the same as it was when you left, when you had a bunch of disposable income, right? Where it's more so where you kind of have to budget and manage money. How was that for you, Stacs, man, to be able to go from being able to just
do what you want to
touch
do.
something and
wasn't
say,
hard at all.
you know,
That's a funny story.
okay.
Anytime I get in some big trouble, I don't care how old I was, my moms would send me to Greenwood, Mississippi. Like, hey man, go down there with my mama, Greenwood, Mississippi, and calm down. So I still had a little money. I go down there with about 10 grand. Like in case I need some money, this or that.
Living crazy down there.
No,
Ain't nothing down there.
ain't nothing down there. You know what I'm saying? If I try to get some McDonald's, them down south,
McDonald's
they
ain't
my grandma was like, you ain't bringing that in my house. This, that, no. So it just kind of humbled me so much from that, city slicker to just, man, humble, pipe it down, man. We ain't tripping off no paper down here. You know what I'm saying? This family, we having fun.
Right, they show you a different life down
Yeah,
there.
it was a whole new different life.
Yeah.
So coming home, I tried to change then, even before I got locked up. I humbled myself immediately. Shoot, probably back in '95. I didn't get locked up to 2001. I was already humble. I was already, you know what I'm saying. I didn't wear jewelry no more. None of that. You know what I'm saying. So that was my beginning stages. The floss. You know what I'm saying. The paid in full. You on the stage. You know what I'm saying. But then going there and coming back, it was like, man, build. So I started building back then.
Right.
You know what I mean.
And so how did it? So that was the transformation. But how did it feel? Like, how did it feel, and how did those around you accept it? When you go from, like, we just had a brief conversation over there, and I know I ain't gonna go into no names, but I know some of the people that you know. How did they receive that? Especially if you like the go-to person. It's like, man, hey man, I'm finna go hang out with my mans, and I know he got me in the club. He got me on the drinks, and when you start to, or if you ever did, scale it back,
Right.
Not able
how
to do
did
it.
they
But I
feel
was
about
living
it?
different. I see what you're saying,
Right.
now, but coming home, if you want to kick it with me, you gonna kick it with me in this vacant building that I'm trying to put together.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying? You may be going to. I'm in this vacant building, but guess what? I'm gonna have all my drink and all my smoke, and we gonna kick it at the end of the day.
Right.
But if you gonna kick it, we kicking it in the Vaco. You know what I'm saying? We cleaning up. We gonna celebrate. We gonna celebrate later. Cause you know I'm buying the lunch, everything.
Killing
you
two
know
birds
what I'm saying?
with
I'm
one
killing
stone.
2 birds with 1 stone. I'm hanging out with the homies. If you want to help out and just that, you gonna get paid. My man was there all through the whole thing. I'm paying $10 an hour, no withholdings. And I wake up, it'd be about 10 people down there waiting to work. I can only pick
But
5
it teaches
though.
a skill.
Yeah.
Bro. It teaches
It-
a
yeah.
skill. I mean,
Yeah.
for those who don't go to college,
Uh-huh.
who are fortunate enough to hang out with cats, who are fortunate enough to have that juice,
Yeah.
you learn a skill. Because
Right,
you
you
end
just
up
took
having to do
the
shit for
mentality
the
of the drug game and changed it around and used it in the construction
In
and
the
carpentry.
construction. Yeah,
You-
no doubt. And touching on what you said, that used to always be my roadblock. Now we can clean it out. We could tear it down. You know, see this and that. But when it comes time to put it back together, the knowledge is gone.
Well, everybody don't have
Yeah,
that.
everybody don't have
Everybody
that
don't have
knowledge.
that.
So therefore,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what we need to
Yeah,
get.
yeah.
And they be wanting to work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People like, oh man, they lazy. They just begging for change.
Yeah.
They
Oh,
don't
we
got
can
no-
make our own corporations, bro, with
Yeah.
2,000 of us.
Yeah, exactly.
To do
No
something.
doubt. I'm
It just
seeing
takes
that.
a CEO.
Yeah, I'm
it
seeing
takes a
that.
CFO. It
Yeah,
takes a
boo-boo.
COO.
Yeah.
It takes a president
Yeah.
to give a vision. So all of it has to come with some structure.
Yeah, everybody gotta play their part.
Everybody got to play their part. And the problem with us is sometimes we just
Everybody want
don't.
to play multiple parts.
There you go.
You,
There you
you know what I'm saying?
And don't
the
know
world
shit.
is mine type of
Yeah,
attitude.
yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know
Ain't
what
no
I'm
brown.
saying? Yeah.
Ain't no brown.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Talk
like
to
I said,
me.
no, we good. Like I said, everybody, you know, like last week, the time was bad, man. These people, you know, these guys had questions for you
Right,
because
right.
they learned you. I know you.
Right, exactly.
They learned
No
you
doubt.
last week, so now they, you know, once you learn something, like, okay, now you feel more comfortable. You know what I'm saying? And then talking to you. Okay, so on top of that, so like I said, when you came home, you changed it. You came home to your 2 buildings, and you just start cracking from there. You
Right.
start cracking from there, and building and building and building and building. So, like I said, we go back to your music and breakdancing and rapping and all that stuff. So it was in you from the beginning. But
From the beginning.
is that what led you to build a recording studio and the building that you're building right now and the
Right.
program you're trying to start? Did that have anything to do with it, or did
course.
somebody influence you, like your nephew or anything?
Yeah, I
like
mean,
that too?
it was already in me. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
okay.
It was in me from the start. We 50 years of hip hop.
Right.
You know, I'm 51.
Right, 50
You know what I'm
years,
saying?
sure.
It was always been in me. You know, to get something going from the breakdancing. You know, we used to go up to River Rose. Anybody know what River Rose is?
yeah.
We used to go to River Rose and break dance and
for sure.
just to show the craft and show,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, what's
Yeah,
new
yeah.
and all of that. We used to go down in Bay and they had farmers market. I don't know, but
was
it
there.
ended up being what, Dynamite.
Was it Dynamite?
Food.
And
Like, a lot of
then
people don't remember
the
Dynamite
Galloway
Food.
had it, and
A lot of
then
people
done
don't
his
remember
thing
that.
with the Spotlight. But
St. Louis
before it
Knights.
was all of that. It was just farmers market, like the
It was
Soulard
It was
market.
like a flea market.
Yeah,
after
like
that.
no, it was like the.
No, I'm talking about after that. It turned into like a flea market.
Yeah, flea market and all
yeah.
that. But yeah, we used to go down there and break dance, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. So that was like the entertainment part of it right there.
Right.
But then Breaking died, you know what I'm saying, and Run DMC made that rock box and all, Suck MC. Oh man, I want to rap, you know what I'm saying? So we went from there.
Went from there. All right. So like I said, this is Baiting Original. A lot of people don't understand this is a Baiting Original.
From what I get from you, you know, I'm just meeting you. That I mean, just your persona and everything is. You put more good into the atmosphere than anything else. You know what I'm saying?
I tried to. That was my mother's
You know what I
roots.
mean? Yeah.
That's my mother's roots. You know what I'm saying?
Well, when
So,
you get
no
when
doubt.
you get hit like you did, and you hearing you talking, that ought to show you what
Yeah.
being a blessing to others is worth for life. You understand what I'm saying? Like Tonio said, you had a calling or something on your life, bro, that you just don't understand.
Right.
That's the reason
That's
why
what
you're.
I get. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's why you
mean,
still here, because
appreciate
you know
that.
I didn't. It's just with me, you know. I've been close to death a few times. Damn near died at 2.
Right.
Got thrown out of car doing 100 miles an hour.
Oh, he
Just
flipped in a
had
car, flipped in a convertible.
Yeah.
just had heart
know that, Chief.
surgery. You know what I'm saying?
So, all right, this man been through it.
Just
My
putting,
best partner.
Right.
you know, you just putting good out, and
you know how to-
it ain't-
you know how to ask
can't
for
get
that
too.
life.
You
Yeah.
can't get probably two people to say nothing bad about me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They
That's
gonna
a
say
good thing.
something good. And
I've been sitting there. I say something. Like, you whoop my ass. I'm coming up, nigga. The
But
fuck?
look, check this out though. I was part. What happened was I ended up being a part of a business that actually did really good in Bay. You know what I'm talking about?
Okay, yeah.
We went in business down there. We actually just closed up recently, but we was down there for 18 years, you know what I'm saying? 18 years in the community down there, man. And I was there in the beginning. Remember you was talking about the parade.
Right, yeah.
I was there in the beginning of that. We used to bring our motorcycles out and all that stuff. Remember they had the stage right there at the split?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I was there. Yeah, my shop,
The Baden
our
Fest.
shop, our shop was right there. Everybody know I ain't finna shoot out no name because that's on something.
That's on something. Yeah,
but
I understand.
I was in that community and I saw Stacs. I knew Stacs already, but I saw him drive by. But he pulled up at the building, at the big building. Remember I saw you at the big building. So he pulled up at the big building. I'm standing down and I'm looking. I'm like, is that Stacs? You know what I'm saying? I'm not knowing I'm saying this out loud.
Right.
No kidding. Two little dudes right there. They say, man, that's the king of Baden.
Dang.
Damn.
Hey, that was the first time I heard that term,
Man.
the
They
king
got
of Baden. But when he said it, I knew it was Stacs. You
Right.
get what I'm saying? I had never heard nobody call me that.
That's crazy.
But
Yeah.
when he said it, I was like, that's the motherfucking Stacs I know. That it was Stacs.
Right.
So I ended up mobbing up there. We ended up talking. We started talking some car business. He got to the dealership.
Right.
Like I said, so everybody know me from cars, shoes, and tattoos. Them probably the main areas you know me
Right.
from.
And you at my favorite dealership,
Right.
Toyota.
Word
I
up.
love me a Toyota. You know what I'm saying?
My man was looking for the ultimate top dog. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? They was limited. Number coming out and everything. Tried my best to find him one. I couldn't get him. I couldn't allocate him one.
Right.
And so he ended up doing something else. And then, like I said, I call him King Tundra. That's between me and him. I call him
Hit me
King
with the
Tundra.
Yoda. I like Yoda better. Toyota. You know what I'm
Yoda,
saying?
right?
I like the
Yoda,
Yoda
we
better.
in with the Yoda. Yoda, my man.
I'm
So
on
y'all
Yoda.
like that new
Yeah.
Toyota Bentley thing? That new Toyota Bentley truck? Have you seen that?
I seen it on look.
Yeah, they trying to compare. Yeah, they bringing it to the game.
But I guess Toyota make a nice,
Man,
as far as
Toyota
parts
make
A lot of
go.
good
people don't
making
understand, man.
truck.
Nice
Toyota,
car.
Toyota is Lexus. A lot of people don't
Yeah,
understand.
Toyota's
Toyota
Lexus. Yeah.
All
If
day
you
long.
lift the hood on the Lexus, it got
It's
Toyota,
a
Toyota.
stamped all over the thing. On the windshield, it's stamped on the windshield. Not saying nothing wrong with that. Toyota makes a very good quality product. That's
No, I
what
know.
Toyota-
Y'all was key. Yeah.
No, I'm just saying that's what Toyota does.
Yeah. Right.
Like you don't hear nobody talk about.
My mom had a 4Runner 350 miles.
My sister got a 4Runner right now. Yeah.
How many yours
like
have on?
275.
Right.
man.
Yeah, I was just gonna say
And it
that.
was still going.
And
And
it was
I,
still
had,
going.
I had it in the garage for 4 years and
And it
put a
cranked
battery in
right
that
up.
And it cranked
motherfucker.
And it
right
crank right on up.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
kids
they
tore
do
it
that.
up though.
That's why I get that.
Oh yeah. So like I said, we all over the place a little bit, but like I say, watch part 1 from last week. This is gonna make y'all go back and watch part 1. Trust me on this. Trust me. So, like I said, my man, when I heard that King of Baden, my man was
Man,
the King
that-
of Baden. I was
I'm
like,
honored,
wow,
you know what I'm saying? I'm honored.
wow.
But man, it sound good, but man, that stuff be hard, man, because
A lot of
a lot
shit
of
came
people
with that.
relying on you. You know, what I
Yeah.
mean? A lot
Right,
of
right.
people, It ain't like we always talk about the 12, and everybody be wondering like, man, what's up with the 12? It taught me a lot down there. You know what I'm saying? Because
So
being in
before you
talk to me.
for people that don't know,
the 12.
Yeah, I don't.
It's a 12
real
unit
quick.
apartment building in the
Check it
middle,
out.
smack dab in the middle of Bay. You know what I'm saying? When I got it from my homeboy, it was basically totally vacant. It probably looked like the Carter. You know what I'm saying? Off Nino Brown. So by me going in there, everybody like, oh man, you tripping. You done bit off more than you could chew. But again, life be lifing. It started making life move in slow motion for me as to the effect of the drugs and all that. Because now I'm looking like, so-and-so, that you? Like, yeah, that's me. He in the basement somewhere, you know, getting high. I'm like, man, come on about this basement. Let me high. And I'm rapping. So I'm just rapping to so many different people. I'm talking about the streetwalkers, everybody. And it's just like, everybody started helping me out. You know, they clean up around. You know, like, we ain't going to throw no more trash. Because I ain't going to let you, and I'm going to let you know. A litter bug is like scum of the earth to me. I hate littering, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what makes
But see,
the
Me
city
too,
messed
me too,
up.
man.
You
Me
know
too.
what I'm
I
saying?
don't like
You
that.
come somebody around, they take
Damn,
their
I
whole
better not throw
bag
nothing
of
out.
food,
Around
just
y'all.
throw it out
Yeah.
there.
that came from
Yeah,
your,
man, I hate
that
that.
came from your leadership before you went in. You know
No
what
doubt,
I'm saying?
no doubt.
So when you came back, everybody fell in line
fell in line.
because they knew
They
knew.
fell in line.
Oh, oh, he gonna lead us the right way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't had no issues.
And sometimes people need a leader. Not everybody is born to lead.
Right.
That's
Right,
why there's
right.
one CEO of a company. Now they may have partners. They might have a CFO.
Right.
They might have, you know what I'm saying, all them
Right.
folks. But literally, people need a leader because a lot of people don't want that responsibility. I worked with people. I've got a promotion because somebody else didn't want it.
Right.
Don't get me wrong, I was fit for the spot, but I wasn't up for the promotion. It would just do it was like, dog, I don't want that responsibility.
Well, I like
You
what
can
he's.
have it, you know what I'm saying? I just straight came up that way.
I like what he said too because it shows that just because we poor or just because a person is in a fucked up situation, that don't mean they like fucked up shit.
Right.
He was saying that the community got together, like, we ain't gonna throw this shit
We
out.
got together.
We
I
gonna
got
clean this
video
shit up. We
pictures,
don't like to
everything.
live
We
in
used to have
filth.
fun, like I told you.
And people.
I used to buy. I'm sorry, man.
Go ahead,
I used to buy the lunches because they wasn't eating either. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I used to buy the lunch for them. You know, all of that. You know, when we finna leave, pay them, make sure they got. I mean, they went on to their little corners, but when they come back in the morning, you know, they ready to work again. So,
But that shows that we help each other.
And I always
if
talk
we
to 'em.
if we connect, if you connect with them people, the community will take care of itself. They always say, "Well, these
do.
properties ain't worth nothing."
They do.
That's why they do that. It's redlining, and
It's
they try to figure out how we can keep our shit at this minimum, where they say, "Well, we don't take care of shit." Well, you just said it's a prime example on one small street. All y'all took care of each other, so that's an example. You can't say like. When I say they, I mean
Right.
white
I
folks
understand
say,
what you're saying.
You know, they say we
It
can't
take
do
a
it, but
village,
you
yo.
can. It take a village,
Right.
but it don't even take a village. This is one small street.
Just a few
Yeah.
people.
Where you live at, just
was
one
the
small
village.
street at a
What
time.
about
And that's
it, man,
what-
is if you go down there right now and look at that building, it's back the way it was.
Right, I know.
I
Messed
got
up.
it.
in that community.
The same building. I got it. I bought it. I got it. I sold it. You know, to someone, some more investors, because that was my my thought. So
Right.
like, if y'all think it's not worth nothing, let me fix it up,
And then-
get it full of tenants, show you, it's
Yeah.
a good community, and then sell it to you. I get my money and keep going.
Right.
Sell that to you. You know what I'm saying? That was my thought at first. So then, hey man, 6 months later, bam, that mug was right back down. Windows busted out, this and that. I was like, oh man, but.
So you
then
think
the
it was you? You
dispensary
think they
came,
respected you more?
The
Green light.
the Green Light dispensary came next door to it. It stayed for maybe 6 months.
Oh, they're
They
closed.
was
Yeah,
breaking
it-
in
They're
that
closed.
joke.
They was breaking in there.
Yeah, it left.
But do you think it was you? Do
I
you
don't
think?
know. I
I'm
don't-
saying it seems like that sometimes, like it's like a bar when you own a bar, right? Sometimes the people just come to the bar because of you.
The respect they
The
had.
The respect that they had for you and that
Now,
community.
Had you still owned it,
they wouldn't have did. There you go.
It'll
T. That's
be
my
how you
point.
did it when you-
That's my point.
you
I was
wasn't
strict
had-
though
You know
too.
what
I
you said,
wasn't a strict
Stack?
landlord.
You know what you said, Stack?
Because it's a neighborhood, a family.
You know what
And
you
they
said?
I was
respected
one of
you.
them strict
They don't
landlords, too. I
respect
ain't gonna
nobody
lie.
else because they ain't from
Right.
the hood.
Right, you
They ain't
gotta
from
have,
that
you
area.
gotta
see
have
that.
rules.
I
You
can
gotta
see
have
that.
rules.
Yeah.
You know, it's
But
just
you know what
like
you said?
school. If you ain't got no rules,
That's what happened in Chi-Town. That's
Right.
what, when you in Chicago, that's
Okay.
the kind of shit that happens. Like when the niggas in the neighborhood give up the shit, the young lokes, they don't respect that shit no more.
Nah.
But you know what you said, Stax? The
Right.
key thing that you said is you said a community. See,
Right.
a community is different from a hood.
Exactly.
Because a community are people that are invested in the
In the
betterment
yes.
Right,
and
right,
enrichment
exactly.
of that community. They're not
Right.
just necessarily looking at it as a cash cow, as a
Right.
profit margin. You
Right.
have a lot of property owners that own property in St. Louis that live all the way in Florida, that live all the way in California. So they don't have a vested interest in the community. You
Right.
did.
Yeah, that's
I
all
did.
over the
And
country.
you was a
you
face of
hands
the
on.
community.
My mom's living
That's
in
the
Baton
thing.
still.
You was hands
You know
on.
what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I live in Baton still.
Gotcha.
You feel what I'm
Gotcha.
saying?
Gotcha.
It
Oh, well, that makes a big difference,
makes a
big
big
bro.
difference.
Yeah,
You
that
know what
makes
I'm
a
saying?
big difference.
If I'm hanging out, let's just say, you know,
Well,
how
they
it go.
see you
I'm
every
hanging out
day.
across the waters. I'm riding the community at 2 in the morning. When I come in, I do my little
Yeah, that's
rounds,
what I'm saying. They see you,
somebody.
though. They
You know what I
see
mean?
you.
And
They
I
know not
may
to
pull over and
yeah,
talk to him.
that's a
ain't
big
scared to
difference.
talk to him at 2 in the morning.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
like,
a
man,
big
what you
difference.
doing out here too? Oh man, you know me, that man don't be breaking in these people's stuff, man.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
your community.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
you know how you need a few dollars,
Yeah.
man. I'm gonna holler
Yeah.
at you in the morning. See you down there. That's how I play it.
And
You
the
know what I'm
hypes
saying?
can't hustle you because you already know what to look
Yeah.
for. They
Yeah.
can't when they can't look you in the eye. You
know
know
they
when they
lying.
high.
You know they lying.
You know when they the jail. You know,
Yeah, you know what they
pull
on.
the stun. They all over here.
Yeah,
You pull up
yeah.
on them. They like, man, what's going on? You like, man, what you on? You
Oh,
know the
what you
backyard
doing?
bounce. You know
Man,
when
I
they
see you looking at Miss Mini Cart, man. Get
Yeah,
him out of there.
yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I'm
Get
saying?
about this
You
bullshit.
can read
Yeah.
body language from
Yeah.
being on the street and understanding street
Yeah.
people. You can read body. You can look at a dude down the street that's walking
Right.
towards you, and you could tell where the strap at.
Yeah, all
because
that.
typically he gonna favor to it. In St. Louis, they like to do a lot of they like to do a lot of what do you call it? Telegraphing. So they want to let you know, hey, I got this heat right here.
Exactly.
So they already gave up their hand, but you know what to look for. If you out there at 2:00 in the morning, if it's a female out there at 2:00 in the morning, you know she working. What else? What else? Nothing open.
Nothing open. Know what you on? Yeah. You definitely
But
get that.
that's what the podcast is about, though. This hustle different is taking those skill sets and showing them. I'm an educator.
Right.
I teach.
Right.
But you have skills.
Right.
That just aren't in a textbook. That when you work with the people that you're around,
right,
you're teaching them some shit.
Okay, I ain't know it, but I
that's
guess it is.
That's the indifference
right.
in what we all have to understand, that when we own businesses or we have these type of camaraderies where we making money at a major level, and you have to disperse. That ain't nothing but the CFO and the accountant and the operations person and the. That's what a corporation is.
Right.
We just have to think of it that way. They've always taught us that everything could be a hustle. And then corporations and businesses were something totally different. You got to get these licenses, and you got to do this, and you got to do that.
The brick walls.
Brick walls. When in fact, those are just obstacles that they put up in front of us just so that we can't do what we doing now.
Right, just jump over.
And just jump over.
That's all.
And they always use that you don't have a lack of education, but I learned it while I was in it. It's called qualitative and quantitative work experience.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Right. They just don't give niggas credit.
Hip hop showed that already.
Yeah.
Hip hop has made more millionaires. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop showed it already, and all those millionaires was, I ain't gonna say all of them, but majority of them was from the streets. You know what I'm saying? The Jay-Z's, you know what I'm saying? The Cash Moneys, you know what I'm saying? The Master P's, all them from the, you know what I'm saying? Most of them from the streets. And that's, like I say, when it all gets said and done, that's what I got in the game for. Hip hop, music. We didn't have that where people was coming to St. Louis to grab an artist back in the early 90s. You know what I'm saying? No. We didn't even really have places to do, you know, the production at. You know what I'm saying? We had big studios, but we didn't have that money either. So it's like any chance I get from I'm always getting equipment. I got equipment right now, and I teamed up with the Audio Trends, and you know we trying to do a few things. You know.
So did you work with the Third Eyes and the Ira, the Wits, and all that back then when we was in the music? You didn't do none of that. That was before you. That was after you.
Probably after me.
That was after you.
Yeah. Soon when I got locked up in 2001. So that's when St. Louis.
Oh wow,
blew up.
I had just.
And I had to watch it on TV. And then it's Nelly and
I was just finna say, I hadn't even gave the vinyl out to nobody yet.
The city on now. Okay. And then when I got back, it wasn't on no more. I'm like, well, what happened? You know what I'm saying? I was ready to get in the groove, you know what I'm saying, and all that. But yeah, after that, and I'm just anxious to see it blow again, you know what I'm saying? Right. So I got ammo, a misguided mind, overlooked, you know what I'm saying, it's an acronym. So we trying to grab the, you know, little guys in there and see what they do with their visual and performing art. Whether they want to work behind the mic as a broadcaster, whether they want to get behind the board and be an engineer or you know, do production or what. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we trying to get out of.
So Stacs,
we got a building, we just need to put it together.
So Stacs,
got a building, need to put it together.
Yeah, that's it.
Holla at me.
Got a building.
So Stacs, what would you say the biggest difference would be that's the separation from like our generation to the generation now, from a street hustling aspect to an entertainment aspect? What would you say would be the biggest dividing point between these two? I know it's a tough.
That's a tough.
It's
that's what I've been trying to figure out for a minute.
Well, here's.
But you gotta understand these kids. All right, like let's say my kids. I ain't gonna say everybody. I'm just gonna say my kids. My kids, you know, I buy them the latest video games their whole life. You know what I'm saying? So they may have been living in simulators all their life. You know what I'm saying?
The shit out of mine. That's why
you know what I'm saying? So it's just their mind took that from there to the streets. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn, they just ran off with that lady car. Or they just did that. What's wrong with it? They've been doing it in their game for the last 6 years. Right. And you done bought each year a Grand Theft Auto. You know what I'm saying? Every year Grand Theft Auto came out, you bought it for him. And now he lived it inside of that simulated game for so many years. Then when you said, motherfucker, you 18, get the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Excuse my language. Get out, you know what I'm saying? they just took it to the streets.
Yeah.
Simple, you know what I'm saying? So maybe we, you need to get some type of, again, some building or something together where they can go in there and do that type of shit, but take their mind away from that aspect and
So Stacs, do you think that those simulated environments, it being a video game, or them having more readily access to platforms like YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, do you think that makes them more assertive? They feel more assertive to go out into the real environment and do these things that they've been practicing for so many years, which I think is dangerous because them real bullets, those are real.
Those games, the games and movies ain't nothing but training.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The movies show you how to rob a bank. The movies show you how to hack into a computer. You can learn all this.
Well, back then, I mean, we were watching movies and it's all scripted, and you had to have money to really rob a goddamn bank. Right. You couldn't just go rob a bank. But now they can hack into some shit.
They show you
now
how to do it.
that what you're saying with this program thought process of looking at this screen for 6 hours, I guess, and you saying playing
the last 5 years.
Call of Duty, and you say, I get what you're saying. I mean, I guess as a teacher, I can say yes, because if they sitting up playing this shit all day long, and their brains are actually soaking it in, now you trained to go out here and do this bullshit. Because
you could do that in a
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I guess.
And now they're going to put you in a real airplane and all you just been in this little, simulator all day. So now, same with the kids. They like this all day. They got they know all the straps, how many bullets it hold. I'm almost out.
And you're right. That is because of the games, ain't it? That's not because of they getting them on the streets. They know the guns because of the game. The game got the AR-14.
That's training.
Damn, I didn't think about that.
That's what the GTA, that's training the kids how to do all this shit, man. That's training.
To knock an old lady out.
Corporate training.
That's artificial training.
Artificial training to kill yourself, fool. That's what it is.
But you only got one life.
Hey, listen, I used to work for the government. Okay, so where they make these games, it's in Monterey, California, in Pacific Grove. It's called the Naval Postgraduate School. The company that makes the games is called GameCo. They have a contract with the military. I didn't know back then what I was doing. Now that you all are saying this, bro, I used to give them the dollars, approve the money for them to do the research, so they would take vets like you. And they would bring them in, and they would do all of this analysis, and they would have them in this thing, in this room, and they would be simulating combat to make the game. I approved the checks.
Right.
But I'm just an accountant, bro. I'm just a researcher. I'm not knowing.
Just like Madden. They use
that's what they do with the Madden players now.
Yeah.
But the government been doing it. Think about this. Back when I'm talking about Tony, they was doing Tecmo Bowl.
Right.
See,
on Sega.
After
the
a while,
government
they show you
been
their
doing
hand.
this shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Now, think
but when they
about it.
showing you their hand, they own to something different.
Man,
they got some new shit coming out, so you can't.
Yeah.
They already got it lined
AI
up.
been out for so long. Shit, 15 years is probably better.
I wasn't a game player coming up as a
neither,
kid.
yeah.
I had the games, but I wasn't a game player because I was too busy. My mom, my dad kept me busy. I was working. I was playing sports. I was out of town, whatever.
Right.
But so now that I really think about it as an adult, and you said that, I'm like,
No doubt.
damn, I know where they make these games at. They make them right. I'm talking about Pacific Grove, man. I'm talking
Yeah,
about
do
it.
that.
Nice
It ain't
place
no
where they
different
come
from
out.
the-
If
it ain't no
you ever been
different
to
from the
Pacific
rap
Grove, I
music
lived on
that
Pebble
they
Beach
go,
Golf
you know what
Course.
I'm
I'm
saying?
telling you,
It's all the same. First, they taught us how to just do it like this.
Yeah.
NWA taught us how to do certain things, set up so they, that. Then from there, a person like me in that era, I'm doing me, but I'm having kids. So what I do to keep my kids busy while I'm hustling, this and that, I buy them a video game. So now it's like, okay, we got this part of
Yeah,
the
it's a
generation
train-
hustling.
yeah, right.
Now we need to get their kids
On
for
the
the
TV,
future.
for the
Now we
future.
finna throw them on the video games. You know what I'm saying? So now my kids on video games. I'm hustling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And now when they lock me up and get me back, my kids already ready to do.
And for all of us who got kids in this room,
Yeah.
I hope they listen to us talking
Yeah.
because they think that we whack, like we don't know this shit.
Yeah.
Like they just like that shit is new. It's
Yeah,
not
that's true.
new.
It is what it is.
We
I already
have been
know.
trained to deal with this bullshit.
I was gonna bring that up
Exactly.
next.
I was trained to be a dealer by all the shit that I said. You want to be what you see. So if
Right.
I see the Mac on a movie pull up, even if I'm seeing the Godfathers and all these things that they putting out there, Scarface, I want to be that. Nino Brown, I want
Yeah.
to be that.
They
You know what I'm
counting
saying?
that money.
I wanna be what I see.
It's that money, man.
You know what
It
I'm
was
saying?
that money, yeah.
So now you got me already. Now you got me sold. You know what I mean? So now I'm in the game, all that. So now you got to work on future generations.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? You got to keep working on us. You got to keep now. Look at us now. You know what I'm saying? You know what they push out?
Yeah, but
the
we
drill
50.
music. You know what I'm saying? I got 50 clips. Woo,
Right,
bam. You know what I'm
right.
saying? Mickey Mouses and all that old craziness. You know,
Yeah.
they keep on pumping it. Keep on pumping it. You know what I'm saying? Until it, you know what I'm saying, destroys. I'm telling you.
Word.
But you know what I found though, it seems like it's a huge gap between the generation now and between us, and there are some variations and some differences. But I'm gonna tell you the biggest difference that separates us outside of them physically and the way that you carry yourself and move, that they know that you're a little bit older than them and different.
Yeah.
One of the biggest differences, and I've seen this in St. Louis and other cities. You spoke about Chicago. It's the slang. See, the
Right.
slang changed. That's what get.
That's how they
guys
know what
separated.
group you
like,
in.
Like we say, I'm finna go kick it.
Yeah.
They might say, I'm
They ain't
finna
saying
go
that
get
no
litty.
more.
Right.
I'm finna,
Yeah.
we finna go. You
Yeah.
might say, I'm gonna go do a
Right.
drive-by. We finna go slide. We finna go
I try
drill.
to swag right with
You
them,
see
though.
what I'm saying?
I
Yeah,
ain't
you
gonna
gotta
lie.
keep up
I
with
try
the-
to swag right with them, boy.
Yeah, see, I be
on 'em,
behind.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
keep
I
it
see
out.
what
You
you're
know what I'm saying? And I guess that be the separation. You gotta. Again, you want to
You
be what
gotta
you
be
see.
able to get
So
with it.
they want to be what they see too. So if you want them to do something different, they can't see you getting high. They can't see you being a drunk. They can't see you pulling. Even though it's like, man, it ain't about that. Cause I ain't on it. I listen to everybody. It ain't about, oh man, this dude ain't got no money. I ain't finna. Man, I'm sitting there like, hey man.
But they
how
say you
go
can learn
broke?
a
He'll
lot
tell you,
from a dummy.
You can learn a lot from a dummy. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna sit there and listen.
Well,
to
speaking
you.
of that, let me ask you this, because I want to
to me.
flip it up in just a second. With that hustle, they don't really understand the concrete game. They don't understand that you can't pour concrete at noon. They don't understand.
You can't put concrete at a certain temperature.
Right.
I don't even understand.
They don't
that.
understand that you
Be out
gotta
there
have some
pouring like
real
a
motherfuckers
you
swag.
can't
with
do it
this
when it's
motherfucker.
low.
You understand what I'm
When
saying?
it's
So
a
it's a
certain
hustle.
temperature.
Talk to us about how the hustle has helped you with operating your business.
But
It's the
like
same thing.
same thing.
That I'm saying concrete wise, like the heat,
He
because
just-
these kids
that
don't
ain't
want
my
to
company.
work.
He just hustling
Yeah, that ain't
something
my company.
different. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it all work. The
Right.
hustle, you still work the hustle the same way you
still
work
work the hustle the
everything
same.
Cause you understand
No,
people.
I think he think that's
I
my
thought
company.
that was you.
No,
Yeah,
they ain't my
yeah,
company. I buy real estate, you know what I mean? Fix it up, sell it.
That's our sponsor,
Maybe,
tell you
yeah,
what.
that's the sponsor.
I'm late.
That's my
Wait,
guy,
listen,
though.
y'all started early.
Yeah.
Shit, now we
think-
into the show. I just
You're
walked
right. Ain't
in.
nothing wrong with
That's
it.
our sponsor today.
Yeah, you can
Construction.
still kick him out.
Yeah,
You know it.
I think it's the simple fact. It's the simple fact that
Hey there, boo
that
boo.
That's Junior.
That he
Don't
under-
flip script, subject get hold tight.
I think it's the simple fact that Stack under, if I'm understanding this right, or what I know about you, it's applicable. It's applicable across the board. So business is business, and business is gonna be structured a certain kind of way. Whether it's a street business or whether it's a legitimate business, you always have to understand your market. You have to understand financing. You have to understand reinvesting, allocating funds, having those funds, and reinvesting that fund. It'll just be like reing up. So I
No
made.
doubt.
I got 50. I made $100. I
doubt.
reinvest $50 back into that. I still the profit margin.
But are
is
the
gonna be
kids
a certain
talking
thing.
about it like you talking about it? That's
Well, they-
why I was asking him.
No, they may not understand it, but when you put it in reference and frame, it's the same thing. So when you go into a legitimate business, you applying the same principles. They may need somebody to explain it to them
Right.
that hey, you know, you already understand mathematics. You already understand quality control. You already understand supply and demand. It just needs to be put into a reference so they can apply that to a legitimate business.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I think. That's why I think hustlers make great business people
All the time.
because they understand public relations.
Well, every
They
business is a
talking to
hustle
the
anyway.
community. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Just like those
Yeah.
those trends that you know to look for.
Exactly.
You can look at a person and tell if they're being genuine or not, if they're lying to you, if
Exactly.
they etc. The discernment part
Right.
piece.
Well, you can't always look at a motherfucker and tell they lying, nigga. I know some motherfuckers that'll lie with a straight
But a
face.
drug addict though, it's
Shit.
kind of, you know what I'm saying. Like if you're talking about that in reference, it's gonna be
Understand.
certain body languages. That's why they do interviews and they tape them. It's certain it's certain non-verbal things that people doing when they being dishonest. They blink rate will change. They may not look at you. They may start doing, you know what I'm saying? So it's those things. That's what I think. And you can clarify it.
No, you're absolutely right. I mean, I could talk to a person and look at them and tell you exactly what drug they on. You know
Well, all that is HR shit. Them interviewing skills.
I'm good at that. Tell them, am I wrong?
I walked back in at the right time.
Them interviewing skills. Something he used to do for a long time. Every motherfucking day. Interviewing
some pills, man. I can do that one. Certain movements, this, that, and the other. Man, I was in a professional environment and looking like this dude high, you know what I'm saying? And he think I don't know it.
And they don't think I don't know it.
And he don't think I know it, but he high anyway. Let me get that loan, man. You know what I'm saying? Cause you high.
Hey, look,
you know what I'm saying?
I ain't in the car business no more, so I can say this. Woo! In the car business, a lot of. Here you go, look.
My man, you the best.
No, we the best.
Right.
No DJ Khaled. Watch the water.
Oh, I got you.
No, I'm saying the car business, a lot of drugs go on in the car business, man.
Oh, yeah.
They party real hard because they make a lot of money, so they party.
Because they making it lump sums,
hard.
yeah.
I told you, I don't know if I said on one of the pods, I said I had a manager, he was like, I want to pay y'all commission every week if I could. You make $10,000, I want to give it to you on Friday because you're going to go out and blow about 5 of that. You're going to come in and work on Monday hungry to get that 5 back. Made sense. He said, we paying you on the 15th. One lump sum, now you got to ration that. You know, now you in the mentality, I got to ration this out. But if he drop it like that, you like, oh yeah. Because you looking forward to Friday. You see what I'm saying?
You gonna hustle your ass.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So then you kick it over again. You come back on Monday morning, hungover and all this stuff, but you ready to work because you need to make up that money.
Well, you know, St. Louis is a service town. You know, that we are known for corporations coming here and just using us as talent in the thousands and getting tax breaks and all that old shit. We don't own shit. We just work. You know what I mean? And we make good living. And for 20 years, you know, you get your little pension or you move on to the next job. I mean, that's what St. Louis is known for. That's what my parents thought I was going to do. I didn't with that shit, but, you know, that's just what it is. But that's what a lot of our parents have done if they grew up in St. Louis. Yeah.
I trip out because my father was, he worked for Monsanto for a minute. It closed down. Yeah. And I think, and now that I'm thinking about it, that kind of that kind of was my change, you know what I'm saying, of events.
Damn. Did some dumb crap, but it's all right.
You all right?
None of the little bounty won't fix. Right. Or the fake bounty, because the Dollar General brand will work too. No, man. Come on, man. What's that, like Versace or something? No.
It's Gucci. It's a Gucci time.
But look, check this out, though. We ain't going to let little spill soda hurt nothing, because I want to get back on track with you, because now you're expanding to your real estate guruism.
Right.
Expanding to your real estate empire. Appreciate it, sir.
About to get us put out of
So you're expanding into this, yeah, my bad on this. My bad. I just don't want to run into none of these electronics over here. That's all. That's it. So if you can kind of fill us in on what what you got going on with as far as the, like I said, we talk about recording studio, podcast studio to teach people to actually do like what we sitting here doing right now. Right. You're going to have a facility for young people. We're going to set up some things, man, get the community out there to back you up on that. Right. And we're going to get the kids out. And that way they ain't got to go far. You know, there's some neighborhood kids that can't get downtown, to these programs. There's some neighborhood kids that can't appreciate it.
Sometimes they just had, that creative ability and the creative spirit to do things, but they don't have, the resources. Right. You know, not everybody, just want to go to college and do that. Some people want to, be actors, be stars. We trying to make the next generation of actors and stars. Right. You know what I mean? Because they out there, so that's what we're looking for right now. So if anybody, got that in them and they trying to, get on or anything, I ain't saying we putting nobody on or we got nobody ready to sign. We just trying to see where the creativity comes from. You know what I'm saying? And where it takes us to. You know what I mean? Because like I say, I've been around the 50 years of hip hop myself. And I see the creativity grow. I see, come and go, this, that, and other. I'm anxious to see what's out there. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So, maybe we can put something together and, go farther.
And see, a lot of people don't understand why I'm saying this, because Baden is a centralized area, believe it or not.
No
It's
doubt.
like a hub for the county.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? If we're not just discriminating. You don't have to live in Baden to take advantage of this. You know what I'm saying? You
Right.
can live in Bell Fountain. You can live right there in Riverview Gardens. I'm talking about, man, these
You can
places
live
are
in
less-
Chesterfield.
But I'm just saying, I'm talking about as far as people, if you need to ride a bike there, it's available to you. You know what I'm saying? If somebody got to drop you off, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
We may even get it to the point where we can, come get y'all. We might get a little bus or something, a van or something. We just, like I said, we're in the budding stages of this.
Right.
I just want to put
That's
that
what we
out there.
need. See, you just got creative on me real quick. You know what I'm saying? We be needing people to just throw those ideas out there. You know what I'm saying? Keep it going. Let it grow legs. You know what I mean? I may be thinking of one thing, but you may bounce off that idea, and then he may bounce off your idea, and he may bounce off your. That's what we need to do in St. Louis. It's like everybody go in their corner. I'm finna get this monster cut going, and everybody gonna blow up and love me in St. Louis, and I'm gonna go further. Nah, man, come with some people. See where the creativity can go. His tracks may be what complements your song.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? His ability to hustle in the streets may be what work and promote your track. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, we just need to come together. You know what I mean? And that's always been our typical St. Louis mentality, is that, you know what I'm saying, we always divided. You know what I mean? We sanctutionalized. You know what I'm saying? We sanctutionalized, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I talked about that in the second show, creating an environment in St. Louis where St. Louis can be a beacon that attracts, instead of us always extrapolating outside of St. Louis and feeling like I have to go to Atlanta and say, I'm Atlanta, but really, I'm from St. Louis.
Right.
St. Louis being that place, and we're in the perfect location for people that want to travel from the East Coast to the Midwest, from the West Coast to the Midwest, from the South, etc. That beacon is right there in the center, and
what hub for both sides.
That was the vision for me.
Perfect word,
on
hub
Broadway.
city.
I went to start getting commercial property. You know what I'm saying? Stuff in the wedges, a few little storefronts, stuff like that. Because from there, I never had a vision to be like, well, I want to open up a barbershop. Well, I want to open up this. That wasn't my vision. My vision was to hey, man, let me grab this property because, my auntie friend trying to sell it. Or let me grab this because my homeboy auntie want to sell it. So I'm going to grab it and I rent it out to you and you do a barbershop. I don't want no barbershop. I'm happy with just owning the land, the property and all that. But if it gets you to where you trying to go, because you finna rent it from somebody anyway. You know what I'm saying? Bring it to the community, because for real, they pushing everybody out in North County.
Right.
And when we say they, whoever they is.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And you see all the stuff that's going on in North County. Applebee's getting shot up. This, that.
Just last night.
That. They know what they doing. You know what I'm saying? What I mean by know what they doing?
Night.
The city gonna be where it's at.
That's
You
what
know what I'm saying?
do.
The city gonna be where it's at.
All the St. Louis institutionalized.
They say too.
out in North County.
Yeah.
Well, and the problem is, if you want something better for your life, you can't afford what they really want on a median income as far as where you want to live.
Exactly.
You're boxed in by redlining real estate, a narrative, because it takes you up 40, 44. You can't go over to Kirkwood. You can't go to Kirkwood, South City, past Shoto, Webster Groves, none of that shit, and get a house right now for $100,000.
No.
Nowhere. You can't get it. If you only make $40,000, $50,000 a year, that's all you can afford. The shotgun houses now, they trying to sell them for $175. These were starter homes for white folks.
So you
in
saying
the 30s,
ain't no more
40s.
subprime lending?
What? Subprime ain't never been nothing for us.
It ain't nothing.
Longhorn and all these other, Bank of America, all these other knocker, they all been robbing us.
Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac out of
Freddie
business.
Mac been robbing us for
Pushed
years.
everybody to Spanish Lake. After the project, they pushed everybody to Spanish
Yeah,
Lake.
they want us to build projects. I mean, they want to build multi-unit residencies, is what they call them.
Yeah,
in order for us to live
now
in.
with all these laws.
But home ownership is not the way. They don't want us
to
to.
go down. Well,
Yeah.
those jokers gonna be projects.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
They steady building lofts and none of that. man, once them laws go down, and
they gonna turn
into
But
project.
when they start building them nice, like them nice homes in the city on the rough blocks, and giving them to the people. See, that was all the plan.
Yeah.
We're gonna build this nice house. We're gonna give you an opportunity to fuck yourself.
Fuck yourself, yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're gonna fuck yourself, then we're gonna put you out.
If you don't keep your
And then we
mama
gonna-
house,
look,
if you
then
don't
we-
keep your mama house or pay your taxes, you're gonna fuck
and
yourself.
then we're gonna
Yeah.
upgrade the neighborhood around you.
Mm-hmm.
And then we can turn around and say, well, we gave you an opportunity at
Yes,
first.
yes.
We gave you the first opportunity.
Because this other
You
place
know what
next
I'm
to your
saying,
mom
Jay?
was vacant,
Right.
and we
So,
bought it.
That's
so
what happens.
that's what they
put
do.
these people in these nice houses knowing they can't afford them.
Gentrification.
Gentrification at its
Gentrification.
finest.
Yeah, you're right.
They
Okay,
can
so-
use
I
and
don't
they
even know why I
can
ain't said it.
What y'all
and they
think?
can use
Now
eminent
that we
domain.
know they playing, what you think they're gonna do now? We know they playing. You know somebody playing. They gonna operate that like that no more. They gonna change it up. They got a whole new different thing coming. And are we ready for it?
Oh, the
Let's
problem
start
with
thinking
us is
ahead.
well, the problem with black
They
folks
show
is
you
we
your
can't-
hand.
Oh, they got a
show
whole
your hand,
nother
but they
plan
got
problem with black
something
folks
else
is
already
we can't get
in the
together
works.
long enough to do nothing but party.
Yeah.
I can't get niggas in a room long enough to have a series of meetings to buy 1,000 units for shit in the world. But they all can qualify.
They try to
I can get them the money,
Yeah.
but I can't get niggas in the room that long to have that many meetings.
Yeah, they try to
So
get you
it's
now with like with me. You know, I be on I own property. I let them stay vacant, but I try to make them look nice. But they're all your grass ain't cut. We hit you with this fine. You this ain't that. You know what I'm saying? And they just try to find you out the game. What was the guy? Was it Cookie Thornton or some shit like that?
In Meacham
In
Park.
Kirkwood.
From Meacham
They
Park.
shot the people.
From
Y'all-
Meacham Park.
Yeah, they just they get to messing with you. Once
They get
you
to messing
on
with you
this-
as a
this
business
land.
owner.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know, I got an article. You know where they was like we waiting on them to we trying to build some a farmers market right here. We just waiting on them to get in violation. Then we're gonna seize the property. Well, why not just call me
Call
and say,
me.
"Hey, Stack, what you want? Let's
Yeah.
work out something." You know what I'm saying? Give me a call.
Yep.
I really don't. You know what I'm saying? I just want it to be for us, the community. You know what I'm saying? I don't want the investors and people to get it and be like, "Oh man."
Well,
we
with
gonna do
corporate
what we
America,
want to
bro, it's always been takeover. It's
Yeah.
never been work with us.
Well, they
Yeah.
weaponize the
We
eminent
need,
domain.
we need
They're
to build that
weaponizing
Black
it.
Wall Street.
That's what
Yeah,
they're
well,
doing.
I always been a takeover type guy too. You
I mean,
know?
every city needs to have a Black Wall Street.
I'm ready to do my
Yeah.
thing. So I just need the team.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Every
saying?
city needs to
I
have a
just
Black
need the
Wall
team.
Street because it just needs to be a real estate agent, insurance company, a bank, an investment company, a consulting company. It just needs to be a bunch of different businesses that
Right.
help the city prosper like
Exactly.
we all used to do.
Exactly.
And then you go to the next city and they have the same thing. And then those Black Wall Streets unite so they can get a bigger loan capacity so they can offer more loans. That's what it has to be, but they don't want it.
I'm gonna tell you, man. It was a historical black community in Richmond Heights, all right, near the Brentwood area, and they utilized, they weaponized eminent domain to eliminate that historical black neighborhood. I had a partner that did, and now what you have there,
Read that, man.
what
I
they
would like to
did,
read
what
that.
they did was
That's
they
crazy.
commercial, they zoned it as commercial property, and they was able to weaponize that eminent domain rule by saying that you are impeding the progress
Of
of,
the
this
municipality.
commercial. So now you got the Lowe's,
But that's that
the Menard,
municipality, right?
Right across the street from where that Walmart was.
Yeah.
On
That
Brentwood?
neighborhood was a historical black neighborhood.
Yeah.
So they weaponized and overutilized, criminally utilized eminent domain,
That was the
and they wiped them out.
crazy.
And if you didn't sell,
They just took it. You
they
lost
forced
out.
you out.
Wow.
Same thing that they try to do with the railroad exchange downtown. The board of aldermen had a meeting, okay, and they decided that they were going to utilize eminent domain. The next day, it caught on fire.
Right. Yeah.
It was owned by some people.
We'd
in
rather use
Florida.
insurance than eminent domain. We get
Remember I
paid off
said
insurance.
property owners out of state?
Right.
They were from Florida.
Eminent domain don't pay us shit.
Suddenly it went up in flames.
Right.
But anyway, that's
No, that's
just some of the
that's good
reasons.
knowledge.
I'll send you that
That's good
information
knowledge.
They
about
gangsters,
Richmond
They
Heights.
gangster.
Yeah, eminent domain is gangsta.
But to answer your
Yeah.
question,
Oh, yeah, no
everybody
doubt.
needs,
That was
we
a
got to
motherfucker.
get together. We're
We gotta
better
get together, man.
We're
'Cause I only know how to
better
do what I
as
know
a
how to do.
collective.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We can't
that's what it
go
is.
against the Claycos and the Albericis and the Lufews and the Bomberitos
That's the
if we
point.
don't collectively get
This right
together.
here.
Right. Right. I like that. I love it.
We can't do what they doing if we don't get together,
Right.
bro.
I ain't thinking about
I ain't thinking about all that.
Look,
And if we
whoa,
don't
look,
start
wait a minute,
taking
that's
vested
a
interest
Yeah.
In your
understanding the laws.
them laws. Yes.
Man, it's all about them laws.
It's all about the laws,
man.
Because the law tells
So
you
you
what
got
you
to
can
throw
do.
the laws back up in their face. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Well, how you gonna do this? Section 3342.
Well, no, T. I think we don't need to fight them. I just think we just need to do our own thing instead of fighting them.
You still
we need
gonna have to.
We need to, like y'all, we talking about stuff that's going on outside our city. We, we got all this information on something that's going on that don't have no effect on us. You know what I'm saying? We need to study law.
Yeah, that's what we
As
just
much as
said.
y'all
Then
study,
I just said
but what I'm
it.
saying
I
is,
just
it's just
said
as much
it,
as we
yeah.
talk
Study it
about
for
something
your own
happening in
community.
Minnesota,
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
happening in Omaha. No, study your state law. Come
Your
back
state
and,
law, that's
come
what
back
I-
and
yeah.
say, well, damn, I figured out they can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? But what's going on in another city? Because y'all gotta understand too, man. Another city, they have different laws, different rules.
Yes.
We need to figure out. I'm saying, not saying what y'all talking about is wrong, because that's what's happening out here in the world. But I'm just saying, I'm just on the side notice that we need to put that much emphasis into studying local law. We need to put it into finding out what can I do to change a law. A lot of people understand, man. You have say so.
Right.
You have a power, but if you never knew you had it, that's like if Superman never picked up a car.
D, I don't think until the election
lose
where we
Superman.
got
You see what I'm
bamboozled
saying?
that people knew that their vote really meant something.
Right. And then
I don't think until that happened,
took my
I
shit
don't
away
think
and
that
gave it
people
back, I vote.
realize
Damn right.
that your vote for the president
I'm like,
means nothing.
man, I can
If
vote
you don't
again.
vote
got
for
the
your
letters.
local
Yeah.
politician,
Yeah.
the presidency means nothing.
Yeah.
So I don't
Yeah.
think people realize that, bro, until about what is that, 4 years ago, maybe?
Yeah.
but see, Ted,
That's just congressman. is
Congressman
really-
is where it's at. I don't think people realize that
Listen what
until
I'm
Trump.
saying, though.
Until they.
They don't
listen
pump
what I'm saying.
congressman
It
votes
start
either.
with the aldermen, though, bro. Y'all
It do.
Y'all
Just
going
don't
way-
I was just
We ahead of the game. Yeah, we down the
Yeah, we
road.
went down the
And you
road.
still got to
Y'all
come
can
back
talk
down
to
here.
Somebody you can shake hands with.
What
can
you
walk
just
into
said.
office. Man,
Yes.
y'all looking at motherfuckers. Y'all could be like this, waving to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1,000 feet away.
It start with us
Like a
getting that.
respect to the
Okay,
store.
so-
Start right
so
there.
hip
The
us
one that
to
ain't got the security detail, D.
Right.
hip us to what the alderman
Wanna
gonna do.
catch 'em getting
How he
off
gonna
work.
get us
Yeah.
in contact? That's what I want to know.
job.
What was your question,
What's
bro?
the congressman? I mean, what's the alderman gonna do as far as getting closer to Congress to make them?
Okay, so
help them?
check this out.
Yeah, I just.
So check this
I
out.
don't know, so-
Oh, you don't know?
So
Oh,
check
good.
this
I'll
out.
let him talk first.
So
Yeah.
check this out. So one of the first things you need to do is understand your city charter. That is almost like
Okay, I got that now.
the constitution of your city. Understand your city charter. First of all, know what ward you live in and know who your alder person is in that ward.
Right.
That's your advocate. So
Okay.
when those lawmakers start to make decisions, when they go to their board of alderman meetings at city hall, then they can speak for you.
Keyword
There's a
advocate.
there's
They're your
a
advocate.
there's a website. I'm a part of the website, BOA, Board of Alderman website, where you can chime in.
Yeah.
You can chime in on helping determine how those ARPA funds are going to be used. Okay, there's a open message boards that they extended the time so that you can chime in. So when you start there, then you learn who your state representative is. So folks like Bush, Corey
Right.
Bush.
Yeah.
Corey Bush. You learn who they are. She's always in St. Louis. And once you learn who these people are, they can advocate for you on a state level as well as your community. But like Dave said, grassroots. Understand what's going on in your community. If you go and have an open
That's the only place
relationship
your vote really counts.
and let
Right
your
now,
face
at
be
what
in the
it
place.
literally makes
Yeah.
a difference tomorrow.
Tomorrow,
Your-
yeah.
it makes
Your
a
vote,
difference.
your vote
I-
can change
I
yourself
knew none of that.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, they don't tell you
All
that.
I know
See, they
is
want you to
stop
worry about the
project,
presidency, but like Dave trying to
I
say,
knew none of that.
if
So
you
now
vote
I got that
tomorrow,
knowledge.
Like you in Baton.
I'm finna make a move.
Yeah.
you
I'm
in
finna
Baton.
you
You
can- you
no,
can-
it's more holiday.
But remember,
listen, the property
Right.
owners
Yeah.
in Ladue, Frontenac, Webster
Yeah.
Groves, they control their mayoral board.
Right,
They
right,
control
right,
their
right.
municipality.
Right.
They control what happens in their
Right.
community. We should be doing the same thing.
I started knowing that when it was a store trying to get a liquor license. And my mailbox stayed full with the letters saying, "Hey, can I get this?"
liquor
And
license?
I'm like,
Oh,
"Hold on,
yeah.
why y'all keep coming?"
See,
Right.
I got
You
I'm
remember we
100
learned you gotta
yards
get
or whatever. You know what I'm saying? The
But
limit.
when you don't know, you don't
they
know.
gotta ask. You know what I'm saying? Do you want this here? And dude actually calling me. I'm like, how you? I'm like, this.
How you
nigga,
get
how you get my number?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you in a
Like-
registry. When you put your name in there, put that
Yeah.
application in there, bro, you
Oh,
public
okay.
record. I
I'm
call
like,
you.
man, you get my number, man. He like, man, I'm trying to get a liquor license, man. You the last person that I need to get a signature from. 'Cause
Yeah.
You got
That's the
many
petition.
buildings
That's the
around
petition.
me.
Right,
Yeah,
so that's
feel
where
what
you
I'm
get
saying?
your funding from
Yeah.
going to the alderman because
Yeah,
they
yeah,
see
yeah,
what
yeah,
you
no
trying to do.
Everybody,
Because you pay
you
taxes.
voting on the president. The president ain't worried about baiting in St.
And he don't
Louis.
care about your hood.
The president ain't worried about Northside St.
Oh,
Louis.
you saying don't worry about
No,
buying?
I'm
No.
not saying not worried
Yeah.
about it, but what I'm saying is that
He say
your
the
vote
president
counts
is
bigger.
not down there
As you
to
go
bait.
up the ladder,
Right.
this is how much meaning your vote has.
Correct.
Not just saying for as your voice.
Correct.
You're actually a piece of paper on the presidential.
Correct.
Like
You can go
said,
talk
need
to
to
your
talk
alderman. You can
Yeah.
go
person
sit in
that's
on a
gonna
meeting and
advocate
see what he's
for you.
talking
Well,
about
see,
before
and
you
say,
vote
hold
for
on,
it.
but listen.
You can see down, nah, man, this dude ain't helping my community.
I was just
finna
finna say that. Haven't they taught black people to
job.
despise our aldermen in St.
I
Louis?
can run for this. You know what I'm saying? But
Haven't
you
they
gotta-
taught us to despise our aldermen in
Yeah,
St.
but
Louis?
our aldermen, but you gotta understand though, our aldermen are just like us. They live in the community. They go to the same gas station.
It's a
where the
politics
shootout
game,
happens
though.
at. He right there. He pumping his gas. The shootout going on. You hearing it at your house though. You just not there.
Yeah.
Or he's hearing it at his house. And
Yeah.
you standing right there. He lives in the community. The president don't know nothing about
Yeah.
us, bro.
Hustle
I'm not saying it
different.
don't-
I ain't saying
Right.
kidnap the
I'm not saying
aldermen,
it don't
but
matter.
go get
What
them
I'm saying is that
and make them niggas do what we tell them to do for the community.
But see,
I bet you if we
perhaps-
kidnap 62 aldermen in 8 cities, no, I'm just saying. I'm just saying though, you know, it'll be
Hey.
something different.
a solid voice
What
silence
I'm
thousands of weeks.
I'm telling you, man.
Yeah.
Shit.
Squeaky wheel get the oil.
Right, but see now look, you doing business in your community, you're actually funding his job as you being a business owner.
Yes,
in that
you are.
community. You
Right.
got something to
You
say.
that
Yes,
tax
you
payer.
actually have something to
You
say
need to
about
get
his
down
check.
I pay your check.
Yeah,
bro.
You go
yeah.
talk.
Yeah.
I pay your check. If I shut my shit down,
Now that's
you
one
fuck around
person
and
you
lose
can
$5.
actually say that helps you pay his salary. We
You
the
get what I'm
businesses
saying?
pay his
And
salary.
you have to have
I'm
your
learning.
voice. No, but just like the confidence you had, like Hustle Different, you take that same confidence you had when you was hustling that way, and you bring it to them this way. Like back then, couldn't nobody walk up on you, Stack, because you knew it mentally where you was. You
Yeah,
knew
exactly.
financially, you knew everything about yourself, and you was confident in that.
Right.
But now you in this space. You gotta
confident
get
in that.
that same thing. You gotta get
Right.
that same thing.
Yeah, I do.
And walk up on that
That's
alderman.
what different. That's why it's
And
called
walk
different.
up on that alderman
Walk
and
up
tell
on
him
that
what you
alderman
want.
just like
Yeah.
that.
No
You
doubt,
in the
no doubt.
community, they will fund you
They
the
need
money
you.
to build
They need you,
to
bro.
build your shit.
I tried it, but one thing. Hold on. One thing about me is mentality-wise, I'm institutionalized. You gotta remember that.
Right.
I'm institutionalized too. One thing about me is
He keeps saying
I don't ask
institutionalized.
for
Right,
nothing.
I
you
like
don't
that.
depend
You know what I'm
on
saying? I don't
nobody. You gonna
depend
make
on
it happen.
nobody. But I know it's
But
the right
sometimes
thing
you
to
got
do
to
right now.
utilize
Sometimes
those
you got to
them
utilize
avenues. You know what I'm
avenues.
saying?
Hang into
And-
though.
I'm with that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
That's what the
with
Karens
that.
do.
And all it is
Hey, bro, that's what the
put it
Karens
on
do.
black and white,
Hey,
baby.
I was just
On
gonna
black
say
and
that.
white.
Basically,
Black
all
and
it
white.
is have a plan.
Yeah, just have
Plan
plan.
it.
Put it on black
Yeah.
and white.
That's where we all.
Failure
What you
to
mean,
plan.
Sonia? What you mean?
Yeah.
What you mean?
What they say,
Whatever you
failure
need
to
done, put it
plan
on
is a
black
plan
and
to
white,
live.
damn.
And turn it into the
Certified
alderman.
letter,
Yeah. Turn the paperwork
Hey, damn
in.
me, if y'all need something notarized, I am a notary.
Just pass
There
it.
Yeah.
we go. That's
Hey,
what
Jay,
we need.
put it
Some
on
to be
the
working together.
I got it in the car right now.
Right, that's
If you
what we
need some
need, so
stamp,
work
bring out your
together.
documents now.
You see what I'm saying? So look, you got people. My whole point is, man, it's young kids, bro. We crossing that barrier.
Right.
Our audience is usually a bunch of young kids. They not here this week because they had some other things. They sat back and said, "This man right here." They was like, "Man, we was getting the game from him."
No, I appreciate that.
Because the game don't change, it's technology change. It's the same
technology
game.
change.
Hey, and the players do
product,
change,
and
but
the product change.
you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Hey man, you know I don't believe in democracy. After
Right.
some years, you know I don't believe in it. So the voting and all that shit, I just don't believe in none of that
Right.
shit.
But how do you
Yeah,
change
you're
it if
right.
you don't?
How do you change it?
How do you change
I
it?
don't even fucking know. But check it out. Hey, I'm giving you 100.
Hey, that's why we do
know.
this.
Hey.
That's why we do this.
But
Hey,
man,
they're
democracy,
moving.
man.
This is
Come
what
on,
we
go
do.
go let it out.
I'm just saying, man. Y'all know these motherfuckers, man. Ain't
It's
making
crooked.
the decisions, man. You know the president ain't making all the decisions that go in the United States. You know what I'm saying? We run
got somebody
by
to answer
these
to, too.
corporate companies, which y'all
Right,
already
right,
hit.
right.
Affleck.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know
all
what you're
that
talking about.
shit, man.
Y'all seen
So-
13? I asked y'all that.
Yeah,
didn't I?
yeah.
I seen what?
Man, 13. That's what
13th
you
Amendment.
talking
It's
about.
called
13th Amendment.
Okay,
on
check it
Netflix.
out.
the movie.
Please check it out,
What is
man.
it about?
I'm going
What
right
you
on.
talking about right now
So
is what that documentary is about.
The
You know
13th,
what I'm
Right.
saying?
the
Crazy.
13th
But
Amendment.
it's true though. The president ain't calling the shots, but he's a puppet.
So are they bullshitting us when we go to the alderman
No,
and then to
because
the
No,
it's
the-
Joey,
No,
let me
no,
explain.
no,
Yeah.
no.
Let me explain.
That
why.
alderman
But like
got
you
some
said,
work.
he
Go ahead.
makes
No, like
some
I
money. He
said,
got, you know what I'm saying?
He lives in your community. He's not surrounded by guards. He
So
don't have no
democracy counts at a lower level.
Yes.
What
Okay,
they're trying to
I
tell
see.
you is the reason you want to vote for your alderman because I can walk up on that motherfucking tap him on the shoulder
shoulder and say, "Hey, bro,
What's up?
Well,
Period. I can't go tap RC
President,
Proudy.
you can't do none
I
of that.
can't go tap Tashara.
But
I can't go tap. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, so
That's what you
democracy at a lower level.
Right, but-
Yeah, because you can't, like you said, go motherfucker, go tap on
Yeah.
But listen,
any of them congressmen,
but
shorty. You can't get close to them motherfuckers.
Right, but it's literally
Yeah.
like this too. It's
Yeah.
just like if a restaurant is $500 a plate, it ain't no. It don't say black or white or nothing. But if the restaurant is a $500 plate,
Right.
and you only got $300,
They ain't gonna give
and you need to see
$300,
somebody
bro.
in the $500 plate area, that alderman might have that $500 plate.
He got that 200 for you, man. Yeah.
See
You
what
know
I'm saying?
what?
Where you can say, well, here, I can't get in the $500 plate, but I'm plugged with somebody. Hey, man, while you in there,
Social capital.
tap
See,
him on the
everything
shoulder,
is based
just
off
hand him
tax
this.
revenue.
Or
He
whatever.
who owns the most property in your area,
Right.
you control the tax revenue that you pay taxes. So the alderman loves you.
With them hats.
You know what, brother? Don't believe. Oh, if I could tell you this,
But no,
don't
y'all, that made it make sense.
don't believe in democracy.
I don't.
Okay,
No.
believe in due
Com-
believe in due process
Right,
and the
right.
Constitution of the United
United
States
States,
of
yeah.
America, and then your state constitution of the state of Missouri. Because due process means that they have to follow rule of law. That means that they have to do things
Right.
in an orderly
Step by
fashion,
step,
in a
yep.
certain kind of way.
And that's that black and
Democracy is
white.
partyism. That's just like believing in a Crip or a Blood. That's a certain, to me, they gangs, bro. Like if you believe in a party, then you always subject to that party. But if you know and understand the Bill of Rights, your Constitution of America, they have to fall under that. That's what the 13th is. The
Right.
13th Amendment ended slavery.
Exactly.
13th, 14th, and 15th. Those amendments that ended slavery. So you don't have to believe in that, but best believe if you ever end up in a court situation, and then I'm gonna retract something. I said it was force de jure last week. It's actually force majeure. That's the contract language that allows you to get out in case of disaster. But anyway,
Right.
if you do something and you end up in that court system, you going to get due process.
Exactly.
No
they
matter
gonna
what
process your
direction
ass.
they
What?
go.
That's
So
your
let me
yeah.
Or they gonna
let
process
me ask
you.
y'all this one quick question is it worth changing our life? So we got a religion, the Muslim religion, like the guys with the temple, you know, when you go to jail, we become a Muslim, right? So check this out. They got a religion where they don't have to go up on all these laws of the United States.
Right.
So is it worth, you know what I'm saying, going to this religion with
Sovereign
religious some
citizenship.
bullshit anyway?
Sovereign
Religion some
citizenship.
bullshit, man. We don't know who the fuck gonna be the motherfucking whoever.
So why would you
So-
ask,
so-
is it worth going into a religion?
he said-
because of what you gonna gain from that. You gonna gain political power.
But let me
now,
tell
why
you
not
what-
unify like that? Get that political power that we need to get. And motherfucker, we don't have
But
to
let
sit
me
up
tell
and,
you what
oh, man,
happens.
the Muslim gonna be the Catholic gonna be nigga this
But let
gonna
me
be.
tell you what
Nigga, how
happens
about
when you
we
do that.
gonna be? Let's call it we.
Let me tell you
You
what
know I'm
happens.
saying?
That's
All
another
of us
group.
gonna
Right,
be.
Hey,
But
brother,
now
The
it's just
fuck we
another
keep
group. It's just
dividing-
another group. It's not
But
everybody
make that
united.
motherfucker the most powerful group, and who the fuck got to run? The rest of the motherfuckers.
But brother-
Pit Bulls gonna run the motherfucking Chihuahuas out that bitch, nigga. We the Pit Bulls.
let me tell you.
Real tight,
I
man.
feel that. I feel that.
But let me tell you.
Yeah, we the Pit Bulls. You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you what
Yeah.
happens when you do that, though.
Real talk.
Let me tell you what happens when
That's
you
the
do
quote of the
that.
day.
When you claim sovereign citizenship, let me tell you what happens.
Yeah, I know
Some of it is under
consequences,
Moorish
yeah.
Moorish nation,
Exactly.
and you claim in Morocco, but all of it is not under Moorish nation. Sovereign citizenship means that you do not buy into the contract of the United States of America. So you basically are renouncing your citizenship. But let me tell you what happens.
Yeah.
Don't ever leave the country if you do that.
Your ass
Because
can't
if
come
you
back.
leave the country, it happened to
I love
Most
my
Def.
man. I gotta keep my man around.
It happened to Most
that
Def.
knowledge.
Most Def went to Africa. The Black Panthers. It's some Black Panthers that cannot get back into the
Right.
United States that
Right.
left in the city.
Right.
And they left in the 60s because they renounced their citizenship. So they
Yeah.
have to go through a process,
Get
a
back.
And it's about your
naturalization.
state. It's about your
again.
state too.
They can't put you out the country, but if you, God forbid, if you ever
Ever
leave,
leave.
you a man with no land,
Yep.
brother.
You man with no
Okay,
land.
so what about
Good one.
if you sneak back in here? If you sneak back in here,
Can't
You
sneak.
illegal alien.
No,
You ain't
you
got no
actually-
money to be buying nothing to
Right,
get it
right.
back sneaking in.
And that's why we go right back to what we was just talking about. We start the political power on this lower level, and we grow.
Well, you
It
giving
might-
up your
it might
But
be-
listen, it don't have to be political.
political,
It
right?
just
I
needs
ain't
to be
saying
about
political.
money.
You giving up your
The
social
people with
security
the
number,
money,
though.
people need to get together. Black folk with money need to get together and create an empowerment.
Yeah, it's about power and progress, man.
Power and progress.
Progress.
It has nothing to do with
Two
religion.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with,
PP long,
people's
Peace and pie.
Democratic or Republican situation. Nothing to do with none of that. It's just about empowering us.
Power and progress,
Us.
man.
Us,
Progress,
just
brother.
black
We gotta-
folk.
The whole thing is what we have to understand too is that the people with the money, you know, when you say somebody got long money, they're instilled in their ways.
Right.
So
Yeah.
dragging people out with the money is
Hey.
not really a big plan.
But
Right.
You need to take.
it never change.
You
You're
need
right.
to take. You need to get $100. 20 is easier than 100. 100 by yourself, 100 by yourself. 100 by
Right.
yourself.
There you go.
But
That's
if
what
we
I'm talking
all
about.
like-minded, we can take that
Yeah.
$100. You get what I'm saying? We can take 50 cents if we all like-minded. That's the hard part.
That's the hard part.
Man,
It ain't hard, D. We go to the bank and do it. Everybody go put their money in the bank.
Still missing the
Hey,
point,
Who
yo.
gonna get?
they
Okay, go
trusting
on.
the-
Okay,
trusting
the
the
next
wrong
time
people.
it's a stack of coins. if
We
start
trusting the
like-
wrong people.
Listen,
That's
go
what
out
he's
there and
saying.
say, go
I
out there and
get
say,
it.
hey,
That's what
dog,
he's saying.
I get what he's
Exactly.
saying. I
Yeah.
get it.
They're not gonna fuck with you where they'll pull up
Exactly.
and chase. They'll pull up at you. See what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
me and him was having this conversation. You have to establish yourself on any level.
Right. You gotta be
I
able
don't
to
give a fuck
adapt.
what you got. You can hit the lotto. I don't know you.
Okay.
But
It takes
if you-
it takes one actuary scientist,
Look at
a mathematician, a CFO, and a CEO. It takes 1,200 accounts at $20, and $2 million for us to open up a bank. That's all it takes. Now that sounded like a lot, but it's really not a lot.
Say that
No,
again.
it's really
Yeah, it
not
ain't
a
a
lot.
lot. But that's that's
But
actually
my whole thing is that Ted, like what you just said.
how much
Now you
money.
gotta find
We
like-minded
ain't got
people
that
who
money.
want to get into banking.
So,
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying, Ted? You have a great idea.
I just
You know
don't
the
think that
math,
people
you
know. I
this
just don't
and
think
that.
that people see when people don't know something, they think that it's
That's
unreachable.
why That's why we're doing this here. We're educating.
Well, he just
We're
educated
educating
us.
from,
That's
from
what it
grown
takes.
people down to kids.
Right.
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
educating.
yeah. That's
You-
definitely
Ted,
something I
what
ain't
you
know.
said today might spark a kid that's sitting at the crib say, you know what, damn, I ain't even ever thought
Yeah,
about
you make me
opening a
wanna big
bank.
up $2 million.
Look, I wanted a shoe store. You know what I'm saying?
You can go get $2 million from an SBA loan
Yeah, that's why I say you make me want
with a 675 credit score.
what I'm saying?
I
So-
got all that.
With a who?
I can show you with a 675 credit score.
I got that.
I'm
You
showing.
make me want to
Tell
dig
you.
up
Like I
$2
said,
million.
that $100, that's what we need.
Yeah,
That's what we need to
20,
But
start.
1,000 people with $100 is what he's talking about. That's the accounts
I mean,
at the
it's
bank.
not hard.
You gotta
If I
have the
went around this
accounts,
room and said, hey,
and then you gotta
y'all got a
have
chance to
the
make
assets, and then you gotta have the
$50,000.
loans.
You got $5 on that. You got $5 on that. You got $5 on that. You got $5. But if we all like-minded, it's all good.
That's
You
why the
give
white
us
people
$5
like that
and leave
song.
and say,
I got
hey, Dave,
$5.
just
That's
call.
how good.
You get what I'm saying? If we
Yeah, I
like-minded,
got
if
it
we
too.
here with it.
Hey, so how many
You know
black
what I'm
banks
saying?
I
y'all
like
You
that.
can invest your $5.
How many black banks y'all heard
Real
about
talk.
and have they failed or
If you don't
succeeded?
feel it, you like,
It's a lot of
sound
black
good,
banks
bro,
that
but I
have
appreciate
that are
your
still
offer,
here,
but no, I don't want to.
and it's some that have failed.
So
But a
we gotta
bank
be
is no
like-minded,
different
bro.
than a business. Every business
Okay.
comes and goes.
So we got to see why they
Let's
failed
not
too.
base. No,
Yeah.
no,
See, it's all-
no,
That's
no.
research.
It's all research.
Stop,
That
stop,
shit is
stop.
good.
It's not even
Well, let
research.
me-
Listen to me though.
Yeah.
Listen to me. On business
Can't try
tip,
to tell me.
I'm just saying
We
on a
had
business
this
tip
on-
though, it doesn't matter whether the black bank fails or progresses. Just fuck with them because they're a black bank. Why does that matter to you? You go to Macy's and buy clothes, and Macy's stock go up and down. You ain't got no stock in Macy's.
I'm a fuck with them.
But you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
though?
I'm saying
just do
why,
it, cuz. That's I didn't mean to cut you off, D.
Nah,
But I was just saying, do it, cuz.
Yeah. Now I'm saying not as far as supporting them. Yeah, let's find out why they failed. Did they not agree on money, time? Was people not coming to work on time? Was somebody
Why
getting
spend your
shicey
time
behind?
worrying about it though?
Because we got to know
won't
not to
make
do
those
it.
things.
That's that
Yeah,
research. You got right,
yeah,
right.
so you don't make them
You
mistakes.
don't want to step in the
Form
same
your own.
big foot.
Everybody-
footprint.
Now you gotta
You're
do-
not
you gotta
creating
research.
anything new. Y'all trying to act like y'all creating something new. A bank is a bank is a bank.
Yeah, you just I'm just saying.
Y'all
you
not
find
creating
out
nothing
what they
new,
done.
bro.
So if we go try to rob that bank over there.
No.
and
You
we-
talking about now? You talking about something else? I ain't
I'm just
talking
saying.
about robbing. That's a different plan.
No. I'm
I ain't
just
talking
saying.
about
If we
robbing.
try to rob someone across the street and we didn't go around the back and surround the back, we fucked up. We
Now
gotta
you
find out the
jackknife.
next.
You jackknifing.
No, I'm saying the next
With
person got to
opening up a
find
bank
out.
is just paperwork and accounts. I don't have to worry about what the other institutions did
Insurance
before me
gonna pay for that.
because
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about
No, I
is
get
my
that.
lending practices,
Yeah.
who I lend to,
Right.
the accounts that I have. I don't have to worry about their bullshit. I don't have to put their business. I can choose my customers. That's what the AKAs did when they just opened up their bank online. They chose their customers. It's 5,000 AKAs. They chose their customers. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We thinking
Oh,
too
yeah,
much
that's right.
about
They
it.
did-
See,
they did
people,
open up
people,
their own bank.
black folk
Sorority.
want to make too much about some shit that they don't even know about. You want to ask too many questions instead of just.
But see, Ted, my whole thing is this too. So this actually what I was going to say. Okay, black folks make a this and make it all that, but you have to understand, Ted, they're coming from somewhere they don't have the knowledge that they know.
Gotcha.
So how else can they ask the questions? It sounds like they asking, asking all this.
Right.
They don't know, Ted.
Gotcha.
I ain't
That's
never made a
and-
snow cone, bro. I
and
can't
that's
walk
what
in
my
snow
mom
cone shoes
said.
and make
Right.
My mom
it.
said,
Do I
if
get
you don't
cold
ask
first?
the
Do I
questions,
ice?
you
Do I
ain't
gotta
gonna
turn the
know
ice
shit.
machine on? Do I gotta
Yeah,
put the water
know
and
on?
you have to
But
excuse me
you've
because
been doing
sometimes
it-
I've
you've
been,
doing it
yeah,
forever.
yeah.
So you have to understand.
Yeah.
You gotta. You have
Right.
to reel yourself in to
Yeah.
the people we're talking to.
Yeah.
Don't nobody know what you know, dog. So
Yeah.
it come off to somebody else like, okay, dude just said some shit, but what is he saying?
Mm-hmm.
We're
Right.
trying to get
So
it
if
in
you
the
don't
beginning,
ask the
Ted.
questions, you ain't gonna
you
know
talking about
nothing, man.
opening banks, which I understand, but they gotta understand the first part.
The
They
managing.
gotta fucking get out of
High
high school,
school, yeah.
first.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They gotta fucking get out of high school. They gotta go to college to open a bank. I ain't gonna say they need to, but they should.
Well, collectively,
You
if we
have
work
people
together,
you have people who
collectively,
are naturally talented. You got a motherfucker
Hey,
that
man.
quit school in the
Okay.
third grade and own a
Collectively.
Fortune 500 company right now.
collectively,
But how
if we
often
start
does that
network,
story get told? Usually business owners have accolades. And you got that 1 out of 10. Yeah, I quit school in the third grade. I might kick me out on the street. You know,
Yeah.
that's 1 out of 10.
10, 1 out of 30,
You
probably.
feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the rest of us need to learn the path. We need to learn how to be solid before we even think about going to be. You got to be solid as a person. You have to have goals, and you have to be driven to get those goals.
Right.
To get a college degree.
Right.
You gotta have some more
You see what I'm saying?
absolutes,
Or if you
man.
don't get a college degree, because a lot of people, I didn't go to college. A lot of people not built like
Oh,
that.
yeah, they don't
My
know
thing
that. I'm
is
200 in the hole. I paid for all this
do
shit I
one
got.
thing.
I went up there to
Do
drop
one thing
somebody off.
100%. Show yourself you can complete one thing 100%. One thing.
That's key.
Whether it be, okay, I'm gonna stay on this job for 5 years. I'm gonna stay on this job for 3 years. Some could jump off in the meanwhile, but if you set that goal and you achieve that goal, then you're like, okay,
I
it
did
is
that.
what it is.
I
So
can do
now
this.
I've set myself up to where I know this. It's like jail. If you're in jail for 5 years, you have a routine. Your routine helps you win because you learn your routine as you go. You say, okay, well, this part I can take that shit out. That shit didn't do nothing for me. 2, 3,
Right.
4, 5, 6, 7.
It helps
Okay, I
you
can
walk
take
down
number
that
6 out,
time.
because number 6 really don't do nothing.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay,
now
this
you
fucking
saving.
5 working.
Mm-hmm.
I'm seeing the results I want to see. Fuck what everybody else looking at. I'm seeing the results I want to see.
Save some
So you
time.
go to your
obviously.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That helps you in other aspects of life. When you got out, bro, tell me that your routine didn't spill over into your free life. But that helped you though. That being in that routine. I just happened to go to military school. Going to military school for 4 years spilled over into my real life. You see what I mean? And I get people all the time. Dog, you been in the military just because how I talk to people. You been in the military for? No, sir. It's no sir and no ma'am is built into me. I say no sir, no ma'am to people younger than me.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I just went to military school. It's instilled
And
in
them
me.
kids be looking at me like,
Like what?
Yeah, you know,
But where did we
that's
lose
good.
that?
You know,
That's respect.
they
yeah.
took the ROTC program out.
No, I'm
took
saying
all that, but what I'm
yes
saying
sir,
is
no
that-
sir.
yeah,
Like,
but
ma'am.
came.
Huh? Oh my God, I can't stand that shit.
No, sir.
Talking about
no,
some
man,
what?
Just
You call your
it's
kid that
it.
motherfucker talking about what?
No,
What?
sir.
I do
What
that.
up?
I do that.
Right, I do the same
Yeah,
thing.
it's in.
No, ma'am. She's 17, 18 years old.
Right.
Take him out.
Well, when I'm on the
then the
speaker,
elderly- the
order my
elderly
food.
get flattered
Yes,
a
sir.
little
Yes,
bit.
ma'am. I know
Yeah,
it's
and then
old.
get the door. you get the door for them.
Right.
Man, I had a lot
I
of
do all
older
that.
like, Chivalry ain't dead.
Yeah, but see, the
know
whole
what I'm
thing is
saying?
that spill. I keep using the term spill over, but all those things that we went through, the adversities, made us into the guys we are today. That's
Oh, yeah.
my whole
Word.
point of the whole jog around this whole probably half hour was it's made us who we are today. Like Ted,
Definitely.
you had your adversity, but it might not have been jail. But you had a moment where you wasn't clear on what was going on.
bunch of shit.
Everybody have a moment of unclarity. Where you know what I'm saying, you
yeah,
had
no
a
doubt.
plan and the plan was working.
didn't
and
work.
You wake up the next day and then you walk outside and And you walk back in the house, and your house empty. You like, damn, I just stepped on the porch to stretch.
Yeah.
And I walk back in the house like,
Just to
what
change.
the fuck?
Yeah.
Fire going on over here, the kids crying, the dogs trying to jump out the window. You like, what the fuck?
A CSEE, significant emotional event. It's just something to see. You know what I'm saying? Something that you see. That's what my old dude used to say.
And it triggers your memory.
Yeah,
too.
it's
So
in
you
your
recall
memory.
it every
You
time.
can have 2, 3 of them
Yeah,
jokers. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? It's a significant emotional event.
Yeah.
That just make your whole world go in a different direction. You may take the fork in the road and just go straight. I ain't finna go this way or that way.
Say
I'm
fuck
finna go
everybody.
straight. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't nobody going this
Say
way.
fuck everybody.
You know
I'm
what I'm
going
saying?
straight.
Everybody either going left or right. I'm going straight. You know what I'm saying?
Message.
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 Bing, bing.
Take your own route. You know what I'm saying?
Word
Did
up.
y'all hear
Word
that?
up.
Everybody
Significant emotional.
Yeah,
This man just
Cause that's
said,
what happened to us with a lot of
this
women
ain't rehearsed.
sometimes.
This ain't
They
written.
be thinking we gonna go right, go left.
Yeah.
No, help
He
her.
gonna come
I'm
down
going
either one
straight.
of these and
We
we'll
keep
catch
on
him
going.
here.
Yeah, but no,
Nah, man, I'm finna go straight.
Yeah.
But see, that's what I'm saying. That hope that inspires somebody. Because maybe
Word,
it's the
this
gang
whole
shit on this side,
conversation,
and it's
yo.
the drug shit on this side, and they say, you know what, man?
I'm just gonna go straight.
I watched Stacs. That nigga said he wasn't going this way. I was
Yeah.
going straight. You understand? We reached one.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
One,
We
you
reached
good.
one, y'all.
Yeah.
That's my point. We ain't,
All they're saying is, man,
Look.
he made his own choice. I'm going this way, man.
You know what I'm saying?
I ain't following the yellow patrol.
exactly.
Yeah, I'm a leader.
right.
You a leader.
Look at you now, though. Look
Right.
at you now.
For sure, no
Look
doubt.
at you
No
now.
doubt,
Look
yeah.
at you now.
Yeah,
Right.
that's what you already did.
Yeah, see, that's
That
where it
way,
all
that's
comes
why
to.
it's
Damn, you
so
like
hard
to
where you are,
go
yeah.
back to that 12 unit. Shit,
Yeah.
you went in
Yeah.
that motherfucker and you
playing.
led. You know
Yeah.
what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
No doubt.
You led.
No doubt. Yeah.
But hey, look. We usually do. We cut the show in the middle. So, damn that.
Motherfucker rolling.
Nigga,
Hey,
we-
y'all been saying, man, y'all ain't
Man,
looking
nah,
at the
listen.
time, man.
Listen, we here with some real ones. And look, I know he popped in the middle. This Famo Junior, well, what they call you in the street?
Hey, there, boo-boo.
Everything, man. I got about 12,
Some
13
big
different
bitch.
names,
Right.
man. I answer
Man.
everything.
Hey, this man
Hey,
was-
you was
old people say, long as they see
hatchback.
As
motherfucker.
long as they see me, that's all I care
Hey.
about. As long as they see me.
Hey, this man here was doing stand-up comedy for a while. He's actually right now. He's doing stand-up. He him and Darius Bradford, a lot of local. They all came up together.
Yeah, Tony
he just
said-
decided to hustle different. Now he's actually owner of a car dealership. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get into that. You know
You
what
one
I'm
of the
saying?
agents,
Hey, look,
Yeah, he ain't
black
nothing
owned,
about-
another
right,
black
right,
owned. You
right.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I know I say this on all the podcasts, but I came up with this. I say that with everybody that come on because that's the truth.
Nigga, we
I
came
bring
up
these
for
guys
real.
on here because
Word
He was
Right,
on stream
right.
more than I did. Was.
We
Yeah.
don't be knowing we all family though.
Yeah.
I kept from name
Yeah,
dropping
go
for
down the
years.
line, then.
It's my
everybody-
time to name drop everybody. But I ain't even gonna tell you. I'm just gonna face drop. I'm making a new term. I'm face dropping. Because I could have been throwing names around a long time ago. I've heard conversations. I've been on the outskirts of conversations where I kind of chuckle because I know the dude they talking about. And it'd be a lot of fugazi shit going on to make them look better during the conversation.
Man,
A lot of capping.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And I know the guy.
That's crazy.
You see what I'm saying? And I know
Y'all
him, and
petty.
like,
I'm
come
gonna say
on.
that y'all petty. Y'all
But-
petty. But if you stay petty, you ain't got to get petty.
Hey, I'm trying to get him back on the stage, y'all. I really am trying to get him back on the stage. He say he thinking about it. Man, I'm talking
I
about
already
dude, super
thought
funny.
about it.
He can attest to that. I mean, we
Right.
sit on the porch.
Hey
and
there,
it's like a
boo-boo.
comedy show.
Let's do
Just
some
from us
picnic
talking.
baskets.
Just us talking real life. Like me and him off camera, we're sitting over there laughing, just
Right,
chatting.
fucking
you know what I'm
around.
saying?
Yeah.
But he
Get
gonna
back
get more comfortable.
And he got a lot
Right,
of
right, right,
he
right.
got a
His
lot of
first time on
stories.
here.
He got a lot of
Oh, my
stories
God.
too.
Right,
man.
right, right. Got more stories than the Bible. I ain't gonna even
Oh,
shit.
oh.
Hey man, I ain't even lying.
Preach,
666.
preach.
Yes.
Yeah. Y'all want me to tell y'all one right now? We ain't got time.
Preach it, pastor.
Go ahead.
Preach it, pastor. As they say in
Nah, right
Sunday.
now we gonna get to me later, man. I'm
Go
interested in my boy though, man. I'm just,
Stacks, man.
you know what I'm saying?
Stacks,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. He doing what he got to do, man. Like you just said. Instead of that fork in the road, he went straight, and did his thing. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
we got my
That's
man,
what
one
it's
of the
about.
engineers coming up for the school. He's gonna be teaching and reaching out
That's
here.
the deal.
Yep, he gonna
Yeah.
be over there. And ain't no camera on him, but we gonna get him on soon. We got our
Yeah.
family over here on the couch. We got nephew, we got people, we
Yeah,
got everybody.
nephew
And
Brandon
we're gonna
right
get the
there.
round table. I'm gonna have a big thing coming up, man. We're gonna do the couches. We're gonna have the whole studio. We're gonna set it all up. We're gonna have a party in here because we
Right.
can do it with just us. You see what I mean? Have a good
Yeah.
party here. Like I told y'all, y'all don't
I mean,
understand.
we're gonna invite them down, ain't we?
Yeah.
We're gonna have to invite
Oh, yeah,
y'all
invite them
down
down
one
to the-
time.
Straight
You know what
up.
I'm saying? We gonna do
Show.
we gonna do
We can
I
do it live
know.
on the
Yeah,
spot.
we gonna do
We gonna
okay.
do it on the
We gonna do
spot.
some satellite like stuff. I'm gonna tell y'all how bad you
going back
do.
out
You
there?
set it out like a player.
You going back out there?
See, that's what I'm
Take the
talking
show on the
about.
road. We gotta take the show on the road. Huh?
Yeah, we'll set it out. No doubt.
Talking about, you know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna invite y'all out one day.
Organic.
It's on.
Organic.
It's on. Hey, to the viewers, y'all, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Baby.
Don't
Yeah,
ninja watch.
Yeah, don't ninja watch.
Get involved.
Can I-
Comment.
Yeah,
I
get
called
involved.
Jay last night and I told him, hey, look, I called him last night. Stack, check this out. This is how I know people watch. I don't know if you remember. I ain't gonna put. I don't do that. Because this show ain't for that. This is uplifting my brothers. But I'm just gonna But I'm just gonna tell y'all.
Just know they watching. That's
Somebody
all,
that a lot
they
of people
watching.
that know I know that know us. I was in the store. I was going to physical therapy. For y'all know I have knee surgery. So I'm going to physical therapy. I had a little time, so I stopped in the dollar store. I was like, I'm gonna give me a tea. I'm gonna give me a tea for when I come out. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give me a tea, kill some time. So I go in the dollar store. I walk in the store. I look down the aisle and I see a old partner of mine. He looked down the aisle. He like, D, what's up, man? What's up? Blah, blah, blah. We talking and stuff. And he say, true words. My man say, yeah, I seen your little podcast. So I have this thing about the word little. I've been doing this for a long time. Never expressed it, but all my kids, I tell my kids about that. You know what I'm saying? So
Petty.
this is subconscious. This is subconscious word. It's ingrained in St. Louis people's minds.
Yes.
It's ingrained in our minds. You know what I'm saying? Like the young kids say, bro. The old people say, little. You see what I'm saying? Really? You can't do it. You got a little car. You got a little job. Got everything little.
But how do you know it's demeaning?
Because they said it to you.
Yeah.
Look,
Tell
motherfucker,
you because
look.
they said it. No. Go ahead. Right, but right, but you got to remember too. It still is a jab.
It's negative though.
It still is a jab. Put it like that. You know, they give you.
It's a jab.
Look, they give you your flowers, but they ain't giving you the stuff to take care of it with. They gonna hand you a rose, but you know how you get a rose, they give you the little stuff you put in the jar. You know, no, they give you the rose.
Yeah.
Because they know that's finna die in a minute. You know what I mean? He'll be over that. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna sprinkle it and let it blossom like it's.
And does it
supposed
come
to.
over different if it's from a female or a male?
No, it don't matter.
Yeah,
It
anybody.
don't matter.
I like to hear this story though.
Oh, so
Just so you seen it. And I
yeah,
ain't cutting you out.
no, you good. No,
It's
no, my
interesting.
bad,
It's
my bad,
interesting.
my bad. So
Yeah.
he said, yeah, Dave, I seen your little podcast and this and that, and this and that. And this a guy that people know, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah. So me, I'm so used to it. And I love when people throw jabs at me because I don't learn how to weave them. And it's funny when you turn around niggas swing on you can laugh at them. And I love it. And I do it all the time. I had the biggest smile. I give a nigga props. I actually think you want to pay for your shit. You see what I mean? That's just how I am. Because that's how I get mine. I'm stupid. I'm stupid. Like,
Come on with the
you know
story.
Anyway. You don't even want to hear the story. I told you.
I do.
You
They
heard
want to hear
already.
it. They want to
All
hear
right,
it.
Check it out. Check it out. So he come up to me and say, yeah, I heard you got your little, I seen your little podcast. And I said, yeah, man, I got some guys, man, we doing it. Why don't you come on the show? That's the point I was getting to. It's like, why don't you come on the show? Because he's a business owner.
Oh,
Black
okay.
business owner.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, man, you know, I do it. So, yeah, man, give me your number, man. Give me your new number. Boom, boom. I said, all right. So, me seeing who he is and acting like how much he loved me and he seen my podcast, I went back and see if he actually liked it. I went back to see if he, you know what I mean? No, he, like he said, he called it ninja watching.
Ninja watch.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not
What's
giving
that?
you your likes, not giving you your thumbs, you know,
Still,
to help you.
you
pump
watch
your-
it in the background.
To pump your
Yeah,
channel,
you're not
not
subbing.
subscribing.
But if I look at it, don't you see that I looked
Nah.
at it?
You have to watch.
No,
you have to
you
watch a
gotta-
video for a certain amount of time before it counts.
Yeah.
Because if that was the case, you could
okay.
It's
have
longer
like,
than
click on
30
it,
seconds.
click
Ain't it
on it.
30
Yeah, I
seconds?
think it's like 32 seconds or something
30,
like
yeah.
that for it to count as a view.
Right.
You see what I mean? So they can watch the first 15 seconds, 20 seconds of it and then turn it off and you don't get your view.
They can get to 30 now, man.
You see what I'm saying? You don't get your view.
I didn't even know
I've been
that.
thinking I've been helping people. I ain't doing shit.
You don't watch it all the way through?
Fuck no.
Yeah, that count as a view.
Ain't enough time in the
No,
day.
yeah,
is
ain't
there?
enough
time in the
Sometimes
day,
they
bro.
do
Ain't
enough time to
Yeah, I only got so
I
much time
understand
on
that.
the shitter because
But
that's
at least,
all I'm scrolling.
I guess they
is when
saying
I'm
at least
shitting.
like it, and you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
or you
Stuff
can
like
just
that.
like it and
I don't.
subscribe. You don't
Right.
have to
Oh, but if I
watch
hit the like button, then I'm
You
good.
I like everybody.
Okay,
everything.
yeah. That's what
You
I
know
try to
what
do.
I'm
I try to hit the
like-
like button.
I like everybody everything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
finish
me
the
too.
story.
You
Me
see, I
too.
share
Me too.
everything.
I may
Oh,
not
yeah.
share it
I share
because
it
I didn't know the significance of it at first.
Yeah, I ain't gonna share your
So now-
shit, but I like it.
Yeah, I like
Yeah,
it.
but see, my thing is if you're
So
promoting
now
a
I'm seeing the
business,
shirt and the
And the
comment, you know
likes.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, if you
You know, I definitely start doing it more
yeah, just share
lately.
it to
You
your
know what I
page.
mean?
Because
Yeah.
that open you up. See, another thing
Yeah.
too is that when you share it, that open you up to his friends.
The algorithm.
Hey, let me
It's that algorithm
Hey.
you're talking
They'll
about.
certainly be on your shit.
let,
Yeah.
let me ask you. Do you think that you should share if
Zigzag man. I ain't saying no. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. It took me back in time, man.
See what I'm saying?
You put me in a
Organic
time
green.
warp, man. I look like, did I fuck that motherfuckers from 92?
hey, nah, dude, did I just drop him from 92?
I thought I went back.
You got the one in the water.
I thought I went back.
You silly boy.
What year is it?
Hey, dude said he just thought he about dropped that motherfucker from 90. Hey, boy, you
I'm
silly
coming up
boy.
behind you,
Yeah,
right
let's
behind
go,
you.
let's go.
I'm gonna get you going. Let's
Hey,
go
let's
behind
go.
you. I may not talk a lot, but I keep you laughing, man.
Hey, I tried.
Man, I kept the joint laughing, man. I swear to God, I kept
I
the joint
tried.
laughing, man.
He had me go upstairs. Remember that?
He tried comedy one night.
Cold
you?
feet. Yeah, I went up at the
walked out.
Royal
Let me tell the
Palace.
You went
story.
up more than once. Dude.
No, he went up one time.
At the
And he
Royal
walked out there,
Palace.
he walked out there, stood in front of
It
the
was
mic.
with you.
It said, cold feet. And walked off the
Hey,
stage.
no, remember I told the joke, but didn't nobody hear it because the mic was fucked up. I ain't see nobody laugh. I said, cold feet.
Hey, Brandon, you remember that? I used to host the Royal Palace, man. It was one of the most worst nigga-filled murderers, everything. I mean, didn't nobody want to laugh in there. All I knew, all my drug dealing partners, what they did. Man, all up in the front. And you know who used to fit up the worst nigga in the neighborhood? Just kill everybody. That nigga sit right in the front.
Yeah, that nigga, you ain't funny, nigga.
I'm like, these niggas, man, yeah, I was scared to host my own show, wasn't it? Hey, man, that motherfucker was horrible, wasn't it, bro? Man, what I did,
You got through it, though?
yeah, I got through it, man. I held it down for about 2 years, didn't I? Yeah, and they kept coming. I brought big guests in, like Scrunch on them. That's on movies and shit. They all fuck with me, like Mike Epps, but they'll come.
Yeah.
He wouldn't get on stage, but they'll come, man. They fuck with me, man.
Presence, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
blessings, you know what I'm saying?
It was a
The person
blessing,
take
man.
the time to do that.
Yeah,
That let you know
yeah,
that you need to keep going.
yeah.
Hey,
That's what
Dave,
I've
We're
been
gonna
telling them
write some
since.
scripts
Hey,
together
Dave.
then.
I'm in the process of writing one now.
Well, get me in on that.
What
I
was-
want to get in on that.
Hey,
I'm funny too.
this gonna fuck y'all up. And I hate to say this, but I'm gonna bring proof next week.
Okay.
All right, y'all know the movie 7 Pounds and Pursuit of Happiness.
Yeah.
I got the same exact script. I
He
sent it off to
submitted those
Sony.
scripts.
Remember when Dennis got out of jail?
Yeah, he
And
submitted
he
those
connected
scripts
to
and the
this
movie
major
came
nigga
out,
up there in
They
Cali.
Y'all gonna hear it live
Ripping
right here on the
from
Hustle
I got
Giving
proof
Live.
though.
Man,
Yeah,
ain't like
but see,
everything.
anytime
That's
you
why I
change
ain't-
your,
Yeah, I got
anytime
reach.
you change
I got reach,
your
y'all. I
script
got reach.
15% is theirs. So I ain't got no, you know what I'm saying? It depressed
That's
me. I was on
impressive.
house arrest for 2 years, wasn't I? Writing that script, man, because I
That's
said,
impressive.
God gonna get me out of this motherfucker. I ain't go back and sell no drugs no more. I'm gonna write a script. Set that motherfucker off and you stole it, nigga. I'm gonna kill Will Smith.
Hey.
But
That's
he ain't
my
got
shit.
nothing to
He
do
ain't
with
had
it.
nothing to do with
He
it.
ain't just an actor, bro.
Yeah, and then nobody in the hood believe me because I already be lying all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I
God
came in
damn,
like
ain't
Suge
nobody
Knight
gonna
got
believe
the
my
royalties
ass.
off.
This nigga
I
over,
came
hey,
in-
this nigga over there telling people he wrote.
I'd have
Yeah.
got you your royalties, man. I'd have came in on the Suge time, man.
Junior Big Head Line. Talking about he
52 motherfuckers, boy.
he
We
riding
done got
around with
that.
Snoop
You
Dogg
got
now.
your shit, man.
Hey,
Fuck
hey,
that.
hey.
Fuck
I was
that.
already lying, nigga, so wasn't nobody.
I
Wait,
bet
wait,
you
wait,
you
wait,
got
wait,
these
wait,
more
wait, wait,
motherfucking
wait,
chairs.
wait.
I know that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. You
Man.
just see you
This
got somebody trigger something.
What?
Stacks.
What happened? What I do?
Stacks. Me and you was chilling at your spot,
Mm.
and you was going through some pictures.
Mm-hmm.
This was in my questions, but we got, we get to talk. I love it though. I love it. Y'all love this. You actually rubbed elbows with some few entertainers in your time, bro. Talk to me. Listen,
Right,
a lot of people
so,
don't know
yeah.
that. Hey, y'all look. When he, like I say, he went from rapping to break dance to the
This-
street. This is the show he's into.
He got pictures from damn me the 70s to now.
Like Polaroid.
In his computer.
I'm gonna tell you like this.
It's gonna be dope.
That ain't me.
Dope.
That's your mama. That's my mama.
Oh, wait,
When
well,
I
you
got
got
out
the
of jail,
history.
she was like, "Hey, get all that stuff out of my basement." I'm like, "What you got, mom?" She man, I
kept all
started
that
pulling
stuff.
up Evening Worlds pictures,
wow.
Polaroid
just
pictures.
the whole
Damn.
time.
Bro, thank
girls
God she
captured.
got it. Thank
Man,
God.
Yeah.
She got
And he
it.
got it in his
Man,
laptop.
she gave
Yeah.
me- But so
So you was able to
That's what I'm
archive
saying.
it.
I
He was
took it
able to
from what
archive
She
it.
gave me out the box and started set up about a month just scanning.
Man, that's
getting it
wild.
together. So yeah.
Hey,
Them
Dave.
old
St. Louis
pictures,
history.
man.
Man, a
I
lot.
got some St. Louis history.
What's
Yeah.
not, okay, but you rubbed elbows with some entertainers. We want you
Yeah.
to name drop on this show today.
You
Y'all
can't
get
do
them
that
together,
shit, dude.
You know what I'm saying?
Can't do that, dude.
That's what I'm saying.
I've done a few
That's my point.
shows.
Yeah, everybody. Y'all gonna learn me, man. Y'all gonna learn to not talk till I'm done.
Right.
That's what I'm getting to. I was literally getting to say it's probably so many he can't name, but everybody talking. Don't answer at the comma. Answer at the period. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Y'all remember the Smith Center?
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Big Bob.
Yeah. That's the old man, Hudson, Bobby, all them. They used to do those shows, and they had Steve down there, and Big Steve. If anybody know Big Steve was the one who was trying to get me into the music a lot. He knew all the stars, and he was like, man, they'll love you, man. Just come on in, So Big Steve was the one that really hooked up a lot of those, introductions and all of that. And what would happen is he may be $3-4 grand short on the show. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the airline tickets or something like that. Like, man, here, take it. I just want to meet him.
Right.
I mean, like no groupie stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You just want to be a part of the culture. I never took pictures of nothing. I hate it not.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? Like that. But
Shit, did y'all have a camera? We ain't no camera,
we ain't
man.
no cameras. No video.
Somebody never took pictures.
Right.
We had no goddamn
DJ
camera,
Quick.
man.
It was DJ Quick.
Yeah, it was quick.
Shit.
Remember what happened?
I really budded
I know nigga budded along.
It was so many.
Right.
LL Cool J, when he came to the Animal House, anybody came to the Animal House, that's what they brought him to.
If they had a videotape all
Big
that shit
Bob.
out there in the Animal House, y'all be in jail.
So Vince, you know Vince.
Little shot at
Have you
DJ
been to
Quick.
the Animal House? Was you old enough to
Nah,
I wasn't either.
So many
The shit I used to hear about the Animal House was wild.
That definitely what it
Hey Dave.
Yeah, we get
At
Vince
the
on the
shit I
show.
used to hear
Vince,
about
come
the
on the
Animal House
show.
was
Hey Dave,
wild.
at
I
the
never
end
used to
of
go there.
at the end of what you said when we had that little
Ain't gonna say that.
conversation about family and what he, said, what was my response to that? Let me see if you remember. I'm gonna tell you what was my response.
I went out camera
I said-
and came back, so I don't remember a few things.
And shout out to Joe. Shout out to Joe Crack. I said
Oh, yeah.
today's
He
price.
said it. He said yesterday's
I listen to everything Dave
is
said. I
not
ain't saying nothing. I
today's
say
price.
today's price is
Right.
not tomorrow's
He
price.
said it. He said it.
So everybody that's playing games, the access and stuff that they have now, today's price is not tomorrow's price.
Man.
I'm telling you, it summed it up.
Hey, he said we probably shouldn't mention this, but edit it out if it ain't no. You know what I'm saying?
We live.
So yeah. Hey, so back in the
Don't
day,
say that shit.
Go
Don't you
ahead.
say that shit.
I told you.
Don't you do it, nigga.
hey, this ain't nothing better than lie anyway.
Over there coughing.
Listen, hold on.
They
Let me just say
coughing.
one thing.
Nah, I ain't gonna say that.
No,
They coughing, nigga. Don't do it.
Nah,
no, I'm just gonna put this out
you
there.
said nah.
No.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Views of other people.
No, what I'm saying is,
Man,
What-
it
how did
ain't
that
no
go,
big deal.
Antonio?
It like that.
Just
No
started
way.
off with
That shit
allegedly.
happened when
Just
we was
started off
20
with
years.
allegedly.
Put up your warning signal.
Oh, it ain't
Put
that,
up your
man.
warning signal.
30 seconds
Hold on,
later.
man. This some
Shit,
look.
put up
To
your
be
warning
honest with you, okay. Say if you was shooting at some niggas back in the day when you was 20-something years old or whatever, and y'all grown now, y'all see each other or whatever, blah blah blah. That's old shit. We fucking old niggas now. We ain't finna be tripping off that shit,
Don't
right?
nobody give a fuck.
Right. So I can say it, huh?
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
this is back in the day. No big deal. Look, nigga, he know Unc and all them. The B, you know about this shit. This shit over there happened at the Smith Center when he talked about it on this video with Big Bob. How they came around and got to shooting. That was us. Yeah, and you know that nigga that shot at DJ Quick, them or whatever, and bro. That, well, not
rest
with
in
me.
peace.
Yeah. Hey man, edit this shit out. Big Bob started this shit anyway.
Wait a minute,
with
you
him.
talking about the DJ Quick song?
right.
Yeah.
Where he talking about just like Compton.
Just like Compton.
So the niggas that was shooting at the east side,
Wow.
Now we shot at him at the Smith Center.
at the Smith Center.
where was the Smith Center?
Around the corner
On
from my
Lee.
house. Right around the corner from my crib. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He was a little dude. He was on the porch out there. Little bitty nigga like this. What just happened to you? You know what I'm saying? Bye.
And they start shooting.
But y'all just shooting in the air. Y'all weren't.
Exactly. Just shot
It
him.
wasn't shit. They was just, y'all was just being goofy.
Cause second and none pulled a gun on him and Liddy and told us to get
Yeah,
the
cause
fuck
they
up
thought
out
y'all
of
were trying to
here.
kill them, fool.
Yeah.
The
No,
real gangster.
That happened first. That happened
You can't be doing
first.
that. You
Oh,
from
did
it?
you
When
and
we
you
left
and
and
I.
came back.
It can't be doing that.
Oh, well, you got to tell that story. Hold on. How did that happen then?
I turn that shit up.
Yeah, you got to finish telling that.
It ain't
Hold on.
none of that shit old anyway.
Listen,
Ain't nobody, man, who would be tripping off some shit like that?
Sorry, my bad. Damn.
What the police? What the police siren at?
He started talking, bro. I'm sorry. He started talking, bro. My bad.
Police.
Police. God damn, y'all.
Police.
Damn. See, this why we can't bring shit up like this on the show.
Hey, on some for real shit. On some for real shit. On some for real shit.
God.
That same song, those songs like Just Like Compton and what's the Ice Cube, Summer Vacation.
The St. Louis niggas want they
all those type of songs. Just those had me starting to, you know what I'm saying, when we were talking earlier about gangs and all that. Those were around the time, you know, those comes out there.
Yeah, that was around that time.
92, 93.
Yeah.
I'm like, hold on, man. I'm starting to feel like a follower now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to gang culture at all. You know
Right,
what I'm saying? 'Cause I understand it. You
Yeah,
know
because
what
I
I'm
was
saying?
never in a gang either.
You know what I'm saying? But no disrespect to it. But it was like me, myself, personally, I'm on a different level of trying to move forward. You know, I like they say, everything was on community outreach type shit. You know what I'm saying? From the Panthers and you know what I'm saying, from Martin Luther. Then when Crips came, that was community oriented.
Supposed to be.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it just kind of wasn't. And I kind of went to it because I needed that family. You feel what I'm saying? But when that family come into losing family, it changes the dynamics.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So those now I'm listening to, and I'm hip hop to the heart. Right. So I'm listening to these music. I'm like, I don't kill. I'm your number one fan, but not you straight in St. Louis now.
Talking that talk.
You know what I'm saying? I'm one of them drop dead Northside niggas. You know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of now.
Y'all fucked up their visit
So
as
let
a
me
tourist.
bag up off the gang shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm colorblind now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm colorblind now. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I was saying when you were talking about Smithson and all of that. That's why I wanted to get on
that was
that.
damn.
You know
Touch
what I
on
mean?
that. Look, to stay on that song. I
Wasn't
don't know if y'all
y'all.
listen to the lyrics. He say, "Hot enough to make you cuss." That's the reason we stayed on the bus. No, what happened was he was doing. I worked at Men's Town in North Oaks Mall. I don't know if y'all remember Men's Town. Used to be in North Oaks. The Asian people. I was young working there. You know what I'm saying?
North Oaks
Now,
Mall. What was that?
yeah, now it's a beautiful black, but they was big back then. You know, so when the rappers came in town, he did a signing there. DJ Quick did a signing there. But what happened was when he pulled up on the bus, all them niggas from the surrounding counties was on that. So quick, I don't mean no disrespect, but you stayed on the bus a lot
They
longer
want to
because
test
the
your
bus was
gangster. That's what
surrounded.
St. Louis like.
Then the
St.
police
Louis
had to
like
come
that.
up.
Test you.
So the police had to come, get him in the store. He did do the signing. I was working. I literally,
Right.
Junior, my partner Junior, we was working that day, dog. Look, just quote. Look, just put a thumbs up on there because you know I'm telling the truth. This is a true story. So
Right.
we in there. He do the signing. He can't get out. They had to call more police.
To get him out the door?
These
I remember
niggas
that.
is out. Y'all don't understand.
Man,
Okay, well,
I
how
remember
many
that,
people
bro.
came in to do the signing?
A lot of people. They was
Yeah.
We was on that.
It was like, okay, so it was
Hey,
like,
and if you think about it, Ice Cube, DJ,
but them
all
hoorahs
them
wasn't
guys
leaving
was
from
scared of
outside.
St. Louis, man.
Yeah, shit.
Damn.
I ain't saying Quick with no punk or nothing like that, but
Well, I mean, yeah, what the fuck can you do?
It don't matter.
It don't matter. You in a different territory. What can you do?
Suge Knight was coming here a long time ago.
he was
Damn.
surrounded.
That's why him and rolling like
It
that.
get thick up in this
Crazy.
motherfucker. You in the loop.
They follow me
It get
around
thick
for
up in
about-
here.
Ain't done. They was
You're
on
out
that
there
with
bumped
dudes.
into
Like I was like, wow. So
I was seeing that in the joint. I didn't even know like with certain things happening. It's like a St. Louis guy, and he be like, "Man, I ain't know you was from St. Louis." Hell yeah. Where the static at? You know what I'm saying? With St. Louis, and we all the way up in Colorado.
nigga, you St.
Cats
Louis
playing
though.
cards, woo all over her. But they start seeing St. Louis. Hey man, what's going on? He from St. Louis.
Yeah.
And they ganging up, and then St. Louis when they need to.
Yeah, cause we
Oh, yeah.
retarded.
They stick
Put all
together.
that aside.
Man, we is
Put all
crazy.
that
Yeah, we crazy.
We crazy in the motherfucker, man.
Institutionalized, man.
Yeah.
I keep
What
telling
you call it, St.
You
Louis?
ain't
What you call it,
listening.
St. Louis?
Yeah,
What's
Saint-tutionalized.
Saint-tutionalized.
You ain't
I'm gonna
listening.
use that
Yeah.
shit.
We
Saint-tutionalized.
Saint-tutionalized.
That's
That's
retarded shit.
Hey, we is Saints. I know I am.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I see
real
it
time.
all over, man.
I need you to go copyright that right now for somebody.
That's how I
Yeah,
just
I
get
already
it
got it.
done.
OG got it.
Yeah.
Merch.
But now it's just like,
Yeah.
and then another thing I always say is that St. Louis niggas fight amongst themselves, But we could be having a live action fight. Some nigga from out of town or something trip with one of us. Think we finna. Hey, dog, we gonna put this on pause for a few minutes. Let's go beat this.
That's why I said we crazy.
Yeah.
Because we gonna hug after that.
Still feel like it.
Contradictory.
We gonna fight this cat and then we gonna hug.
We can do all the.
We is crazy,
all the
man.
petty
We
shit
is
together.
crazy.
You know what I'm saying? We can do all the petty shit together. We can fight amongst each other, fight.
See,
motherfuckers
there you
with
go.
each other. We can do all
Petty.
the petty shit amongst each other. I've been here a long time. You know what I'm saying? We do all that, but at the same time, we don't stick together when it comes to getting that. We say that thermostat. We at 72 on the thermostat. You know what I'm saying? We don't go above that. We don't go below that. We just stay right here and say.
Why you think that though, bro? Because you done been in the trenches. Why? And a business tip.
That's a
why
good
do you
analogy.
think
That's a good analogy, bro.
I'm trying to analyze it. I'm trying to analyze it. You know what I'm saying? We just stay at the thermostat.
So it's gonna take guys like us to put it together and change that and show different. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And
We
then
don't
pick
go
up.
further. I'm telling you, I sat up in that joint and watched us blow up. You gotta understand, we only see BET, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. We don't see everything y'all see. So to see St. Louis on there and even on Uncut, you know, Cash was dumping out their little sales trying to, you know, we ain't had sales. So they dumping out. Let me go over here and see Uncut. And I'm seeing St. Louis and I'm seeing guys that work in my studio.
came up, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When I had my studio out here, I'm seeing guys on Uncut like, damn, you know, St. Louis doing their thing. When I get home, I'm gonna get back in. And then it's like, we got there. When I got home, it was over.
It was gone.
Man, what the fuck happened? Like, well,
Hey,
you know what I'm
Stack.
saying?
Hey,
You know?
Stack. So
did
baby. So do you know Puff? They was calling him Puffy back tight. Tight. Lil Puffy had the. They was calling him Puff. He had the braids.
Yeah, I
back
think
in the
I
day.
know.
They was
I know his face.
Everybody had the TNT.
I seen
with
the TNT
decals and all.
The
That was
TNT
Lil
still
Puff.
around.
Okay.
I be seeing it like
Okay.
where it's still
I
there.
took
Did you ever
David
work
up
with?
late.
Did you
Even if he
ever?
was pumping or not, it's up
That's
there
my
in
nigga.
history. I be seeing the little TNT.
Did you ever work with
everywhere.
them?
No,
In the studio?
I didn't work with them.
Okay.
I left in 2001.
Okay.
I came back in 2006.
Shit, you
late
left
seven.
when everything.
I
blew.
left when they,
yeah.
but I was there doing them pioneer stages.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? When we was digging in the crates,
Yes, sir.
technology wasn't there. When
Fuck
I came
no.
home, it was
MPCs and
Napsters,
Napsters and
it
all
was
that
all
shit.
that
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
The mixtapes,
MySpace.
You know what I'm saying?
And how was that for you? How was that,
That
catching
was-
up
that
as
was
a
trippy.
business owner?
That was trippy.
How was that for you?
That was trip. Just catching up on life. Period. That was trippy.
That
because
was.
I was always up on technology. You feel what I'm saying? So then by the time I done my little 5 years, I lost technology. I tried to read up on it.
Right.
It was
I
moving too
remember,
fast.
I remember when they started smuggling MP3 players. They fuck a phone. You know,
I
these
just
niggas got
wanted to ask you
phones
that.
now. I wasn't with no phone in the joint. They gave me an MP3 player.
Damn, and you
First
had
thing I
your
heard
headphones.
was that Jeezy. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, this nigga slow dragged it. The music changed, this and that. And I started hearing different music and I'm like, that's when I started hearing about the BMF and all of
Gotcha.
that. And they're like, damn, okay. I'm starting to get, you know,
Catch up
acquainted
on
with what's going on now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But that was how
And
they
at
moved,
first,
though.
it was just, you know, just whatever came on BET,
Yeah.
whatever came on MTV. You know what I mean? We don't got no good stations, so you ain't hearing it on the radio.
Yeah, it's funny he said
know
that.
what I'm
dude.
saying?
That's how they moved.
Yeah.
They was the first niggas to put all that music on
Yeah.
MP3s.
So Stack,
to
did
move
you?
around.
So Stack, did you think you had a niche? Like when you saw these differences when you came home,
to the crib?
did you say, well, I think I got a segue here. I got to say, or were you just so overwhelmed you had to acclimate for a while to find it, or did you even think it was a niche in the entertainment and music?
I knew certain people in the hood was gonna come to me and tell me what was going on, how it is, what I need to do,
What not to do.
what not to do. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I got some old heads, I got young dudes. I'm all in between. You know what I'm saying? I got the old school, but I still got them youngest. You know what I'm saying? Them youngest fuck with
We
me,
grew
you know
up
what
in
I'm
that
saying?
era.
Yeah.
Where
Well, I got
That's
both
that
of them,
era.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So whatever I know with the old school, they gonna tell me, and whatever I need to know from young school, they gonna tell me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna balance that out because I'm in the middle. You know what I'm saying? Because both of them can benefit off me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Not to say like that,
You
but you
can
know what I'm
benefit
saying?
off of them.
Yeah, and I can benefit off of them.
ways.
You know what I'm
Both
saying?
ways.
Work both
Never
ways.
too
That's a
old
good.
to
Yeah, that's a good
Never
thing.
too old to learn
ways.
nothing.
Yeah. So yeah, for sure.
Jay, this man right here, Jay, this story, AT, you know, me and him be rapping, and You know, he's still keeping me sharp.
He got me short right
You know
now.
what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Even the
I
older
wanna
guys,
pick
you
his
gotta understand what
brain.
I'm saying.
Shit.
You got to understand
Damn,
too.
man, you so sharp, you cut me.
Man, I want to pick his
Cold
brain
as
so
ice,
bad.
man.
Me and him was
He
talking,
got me
it's just
sharp.
more or less, he was like, you know, people are thinking of different things when they're on their way to their goals. You know, when you sit at home in your room or wherever you at, and you come up with this idea and this plan, when I express that plan to you, you take it in different than how I'm saying it, but you know what I'm saying? I'm saying it the way I
You
see
processing
it,
something else.
but you processing
Yeah.
whatever, you know, well, what I'm gonna get out of this, or
Right.
you know what I'm saying, how can I help?
Right.
Or, you know, this and that. You know, so
True.
when I give you my idea, not give you my idea, but like if I have a plan, it's like, okay, that's what I was saying earlier, y'all, we gotta be like minded, we gotta be on the same page. Because I drop an idea on you, leave, and you start working on it from your angle. And you bring it back to me, and it ain't nothing like I was ever thinking. But
I'm
you gotta
definitely
understand
gonna
what
do
I'm
it like
saying.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Well, that's because you took it home. See,
Yeah, I'm
normally
definitely gonna do 'em
how
like
this
that.
works is in a boardroom, and we make it one idea.
No, but see, but listen.
No, but it's.
No, go ahead. No, I want you to.
I'm just saying, like what you saying. I take it home and come back with something different. And you got something different. Then he take it home again. Then it's just a big old.
Or,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
You
but
shouldn't
my
have
thing
never
is-
left. You should have stayed right there
No,
and
but
accomplished it.
it's for the
Hey,
better.
Stack, you took
It's
that
for
right
the
out of my
better.
head, man. I say it's a gumbo
See,
at
this
that.
is a prime example. I threw
Yeah,
something out there.
yeah.
Everybody got their take on it. But see, my thing is that I'm different in another way because Jay may come back with the idea I said, and his shit is cold.
Right.
Make my shit look like motherfucking
Okay.
rice
But that's
paddy.
what companies
you see
like-
what I'm saying? But no. But a second ago, everybody was talking about, you know, do this
I
and
knew
do
what-
that.
I knew where you was going.
That's what
I knew
companies
where
like
you was going.
M3
You know
and
why-
Google do.
where I
They
knew
take
you was going because like we used to do with the beats. Y'all make the beat and then I come around and add
add
something
some
totally
beats.
different.
That's what they do.
Yeah, oh, shit.
That's what companies like them do. They take M3 and Boeing. They take ideas
But
and they enhance
See what
them
I'm
for
saying?
corporations.
You gotta be
And so
open.
that way,
My whole
To
us as a
everything.
group, we just need somebody. We just need to get together and start bringing these ideas to the table, and we all can enhance them in some shape, form, or fashion to move them forward. So we knock one idea down at a time. Somebody's idea this week, somebody's idea that week.
Collectively
like what you
speaking.
saying, how
Come
does
on,
it
Dave.
how does it happen? It has to happen that way because that's the only way we can build our own Wells Fargo,
That's not what
our
I'm
own
saying,
Edward
though.
Jones.
You know what? You know
our
what make?
own
You know what
JP
make?
Morgan Chase.
You know what make gumbo so good? Gumbo, why gumbo is so good because everything individually that's contained in that gumbo is good by itself. But when you bring it together, it's
Right,
dynamite.
that's what
It's
they
dynamite
doing with it,
when
yo.
you bring it together.
But see,
You
You
need
see
the
what I'm saying?
ingredients.
And that's
Now,
where
the
you
gumbo-
going.
And it's even gooder.
I'm just one ingredient.
I say gooder too. No, I say gooder too.
Yeah, it's even better.
Good all the
on a
time.
restaurant, but see,
When
you
it
look at a
marinates.
restaurant menu, gumbo is a dish. But everything in the gumbo is also on that menu. You get what I'm saying about that?
And it's
But
good.
you got people that don't eat sausage.
Yeah.
It's in the gumbo. And I can't make a pot of gumbo especially for you if it's got sausage in the batch.
Right.
You know
But
what
I'm
I mean?
cooking
Like me,
sausage and
I
something
can't eat
else
shell-
in
some
one of
people
my
can't
other
eat shellfish,
dishes.
so I can't have shrimp. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you get what I'm saying? It all it's good together. But you
Individually, it
still
stand
have
on its
to-
own.
And that's my point about the ideas. It's not saying you have a bad idea.
Yeah.
My idea might be for the gumbo. But Jay, you might have some shrimp, and I say, well, people don't really, based on how we selling, people don't like it with shrimp, so we're not gonna put shrimp in it. But people like fried shrimp. So Jay in the shrimp business is still in the business. You get what I'm saying? But he's just frying his shrimp instead of putting them in the gumbo.
Or none at
I'm
all.
opening the door. You
Cook
still
the
in the
rice
business.
like the
I'm not
Chinaman.
saying you can't be in the business.
Chinaman that moved in your neighborhood and saw you a $2 box of rice and made millions.
You get what I'm saying, please? I'm opening the lane for him.
Nothing about that, have
You the
y'all?
chicken man and eat the sausage, whatever. You get what I'm saying?
want
And-
to give me- I'm
but then we can still all come together
Sunday.
as a collective
And
and
then
make
being
the
sick,
gumbo. You get
right,
what I'm saying?
right,
And make
right,
the gumbo. You feel
That's
me?
where you were going with
Yeah, but you still have to be open. Like I could say gumbo, and then Jacob be like, "Well, Dave, I did the analytics on it. It was a gumbo shop here like 2 years ago. They was only open for 6 months.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a good idea. Being
Yeah.
in that building before that, it was a taco place, it was a nacho place, it was a chicken wing place. That location.
Because you always
see
tell
what
me
I'm
all
saying?
the
That's
time,
not why
D,
I
the
do-
marketing might fool you, but we know the people. Don't let the people fool
Yeah,
you.
you
always
see what
tell
I'm
me
saying?
that.
So you have to look at everything. That's why
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta look at
it be
everything.
little resale shops. A little spot be a resale shop for a minute, then it ain't that no more than they selling bikes out there in the front.
Yeah,
And it ain't,
I do know.
You know, you have to learn location.
That's why I
Location
try
is
to keep
huge
the
too.
commercial property.
Yeah,
So they can
location
keep
is
moving.
the traffic, your street traffic.
You
Unless
do
have
commercial
a-
property too?
Unless you have a specialty
That's what I'm
product.
into.
Okay.
Then you can duck yourself off up on Broadway
Yeah.
in Hall Street in a little warehouse if you have a specialized product.
Right.
That's
It's
our
not, you don't need no
just
street
gonna
traffic
say,
for
right.
it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That's how you do that. You know what I mean? But like I said, he got commercial property.
9,000 cars come through
See, that's what I'm saying.
a day.
Bam.
You talking about down that street?
Yes, right in front of his building.
My homeboy had done some type of analysis.
You know, we had to do it for the tattoo shop. We did it
Oh,
for the
okay,
tattoo
y'all
shop.
did
We
it too.
yeah, we did it.
9,000 cars a day, but they ain't got no reason to stop. Everything.
It's gonna be
shut
more
down.
than that with NGA, because all
You know
them
what I'm
people
saying?
that work in North
Exactly.
County gonna have to ride down
What did I
Broadway to
say
get to
earlier? What did I
NGA.
say earlier?
That-
Baton
that's-
is the hub
that-
for the county.
That's what they doing. That's why they
said
holding
it.
on to all the
People gonna go to
property.
work.
That's why. in
Okay, well, let's
20
talk about that. That's why they holding. That's why they won't let y'all do nothing over there,
man.
man.
Start trying to get it, man. Now you got it.
You got it. You
Now you got me.
baby.
Now you see why we here.
Now you see why, man.
You must
Now
not
you
have been
did.
listening.
Look,
Now you
Ted.
see why
Okay,
we
nice
here.
register. Nice register.
You gotta cork it and open it up.
Shit!
You did.
I'm looking at the serve.
That's why we're here.
See, look. Hey, y'all, look.
When we talking about the 12 units and the deterioration
That's what
and
you
this,
talking
that, and the
about.
other, and we bringing it back up and we
Yeah.
trying to get it back going.
I see what you
That's
mean.
what we talking about.
That's the
check this
king
out.
of
And
Baton.
look, everybody, every nationality
Let him say the last words. y'all. He the last word.
got their little, you know what I'm saying?
The Bosnians, the Russians.
You know what I'm
the
talking. We ain't gonna
Chinamen.
go there all the way.
I'm gonna go there
Come
first.
on for me then.
Go ahead.
Everybody got it, but we ain't got shit. You understand what I'm saying? So, like I said earlier, man, I'm not trying to open up no barbershop and all that. I'm trying to grab the shit so, man, I can look up later and be like, hey, man, look, I got the shit for us. Now, y'all do what y'all gonna do, and all us can get paid.
True investor.
You see what I'm saying?
True
That's
investor.
what
in this
I'm on.
community.
I ain't trying. Nah, I ain't got the tolerance to sit
True
up in no
real
motherfucking
hustle different
places
than-
with nobody shit.
He already been on the
I
floor.
barely like people, but I love people.
I
You know
love
what I'm saying? But when I want to get away from you, I want to get away from you. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, I got
You're
you.
lucky you got me up here speaking.
Yeah, I
You know what I'm
appreciate
saying?
it.
don't say
I know
shit.
it. I
You see
got
what I'm
it.
saying?
I understand,
I keep my
sir.
mouth shut. I let my
I
results
understand.
speak. You know what I'm
I
saying?
understand.
But if this means like, hey man, let's
Yeah.
get some shit going.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Reach.
So
You know what I'm saying?
I'm grabbing shit, but it ain't only me. You got different shit down there.
And that's his
You got some
vision.
good daycares down there. Like you say, you was down there. You got Lovies. They cook
Yeah.
strips like Sarah Lou.
Ready Rock moved,
You know
but
what
he
I'm
was
saying?
down
They
there.
cook
Sarah Lou.
strips like
Oh, yeah,
Sarah
my
Lou.
boy.
Let's go.
You got a place over there, a little small spot named Lovies. You know what I'm saying? Across the street from where yours market used to be.
Yeah, yours
You know what I'm
Market, yes,
saying?
sir. I
But
know
now,
exactly
but
what
now
you
it's a rehabilitation center over there. You
Okay.
feel what I'm saying? So Lovey's got the shrimps like Sarah Lou's. You know what I'm saying? You got a Cajun spot, got gumbo like we was talking about. I'm talking about fire.
Word.
A monster in Baden. In
See
Baden.
that? Now look.
You see what I'm saying?
He
I
pumping
don't
himself-
go nowhere
look, he
else.
pumping
I
his-
eat,
I
I eat
he
in my
pumping his
hood.
whole
Well,
neighborhood.
you
That's what we all
can
can do
come
that.
out hang with me and I'll just get them to cater.
Yeah, because my
I'll
office,
just
listen,
get them to cater.
'cause my
it,
office on
you know what I'm
70,
saying?
my office on
hang out with
70
me and I'll
and
let
York.
them cater it.
I
you know
ride
what mean?
through there all the time. I don't see these places.
You don't have to stop because you one of the 9,000 people.
I'm one of the
You see what I'm
9,000.
saying?
Just
You
goofy.
one of the
Now
9,000
we gonna have
people.
you stopping.
Now we gonna have you stop it. But I ain't again.
So now it's gonna be 8,999.
99.
Exactly, my man. There you go. Where you go?
But if get out of these people's shit, man. Let these people go home.
Hey, y'all, we gotta go.
Yeah, all right
Hey, y'all,
now.
had another great show with OG Stacs. Like I said, we could do a 10-part with this man. He's gonna come back whenever he's available. I know, you know, we.
I already said I'm inviting y'all.
Man, we appreciate you,
Hey,
bro.
we gonna do it live.
Appreciate you.
We gonna do it
Appreciate you,
live
bro.
from his spot.
Appreciate you.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? We do it live from his spot, man. And let me look and make sure. We still got like a
Tagline it, Dave.
Tagline
Tagline
A
it.
few more minutes now. Hey, Jay, you're in charge of all that. You remember?
Tag it.
You took it. Don't
Tag
act
it and
like
bag
that
it,
now.
Jay. Let's go.
Don't act like that
bag
now.
it.
Hey, y'all. Cousin Junie, man, boo, whatever y'all know. Hey, this is my family. He's coming back because we didn't even get none of his story, man. He has a story within himself. We was on the streets together, too. We've been through a lot. I mean, this man has some detailed stories, but like I said, we not here to name drop. We not here to stir up no dust. We not here to kick up no old, peel no old Band-Aids and scabs off.
Yeah.
But we here just to kind of lay the foundation of where Y'all get in there. Talk to the next generation.
Cut that shit out. With DJ Quick, cut that shit out.
I want to give a shout out. I want to give a shout out.
Hey, it wasn't me, it was my partner.
I want to give a shout out to my mom. She ain't doing too good.
All prayers,
I love you.
all prayers.
Petty.
All prayers up, all prayers up. I want to give one more shout out to our sponsor tonight, F-Con Construction, the king of concrete construction. Hey, only reason, like I said, this is my guy, man. He's the first sponsor to sponsor the show, showing us much love, man.
Yeah, we're going to always blow him up like that.
He's grandfathered in. You know, y'all need to come on, get on this wave while it's going. And it's not just a wave for it's like being a trend. This is like something that's going to go on forever, because we haven't even started on his olive branch of people who have the same story, or even a more intricate story, or a more, detrimental story to what we're trying to do. I'm bringing people on here to understand that you can bump your head and still be somebody. Be successful in your own right. You see what I mean? What success to you is not what success to him around this table. Everybody had a level of success. But if we can show you that we came from pre-technology, we came from when the laws was really fucked up, when we couldn't complain about them. Now you can bitch so much on the internet, they'll change your law. They didn't do that for us. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of people still locked down on them old laws. You know what I'm saying? Big ups to our people gone.
Right.
And I can say this because your man did it today. Take care of your kids. Fight.
Hey, fight for your kids, man, because
It's
that's
time
what's
for a
gonna help.
change.
Goddamn right, because they need you.
And then
Especially
like
niggas.
another thing too is,
Excuse my friend.
I'm giving people a voice to tell their own story from their own mouth. So when we dead and gone, and when we not here no more, and somebody try to sprinkle some shit on your name, excuse me if you want to bleep it, whatever, you can look at your family and give him this link, and they can play this right in front of whoever trying to say you was a fuck nigga, and say, nah, this who my people was.
And I can guarantee this is what his show. This is what he created this for. So a motherfucker can't never say
No, that's what I'm saying.
that's what that is.
They can't never say, y'all learning me now.
They made a
Everybody
mistake
who
when they
don't know
gave
me,
us a camera.
We from the keep it real era,
Yeah,
damn
you know what I'm
it.
saying?
Keeping it real.
Hey yo,
that cloth ain't made no more.
hey yo, shout out to Street Champs.
Yeah, Street
Shout out
Champs,
to
Street
Baby.
Champs.
Oh yeah, I didn't notice we was all in our
Street
shit
Champ. It's
today.
the Street
Shout
Champ
out to
segment.
Street
Street
Champ.
Champ.
Shout out to
We
Street
represent
Champ.
the
Yeah,
Street
Street
Champ
Champ,
segment.
baby.
Street
What's
Champ.
that?
True Street
Hey, that
Champ.
boo boo, I got you one too.
I ain't worried my
And it wasn't like we all got on the phone and decided to dress like each other
My
either.
guys over there.
You want the Thundercats on that?
Street Champ, like I say, it's a
Alright, Street
segment
Champ,
and
shout out
it's part of the show. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna bring on people, like I said, that had trouble past, maybe had a rough past, maybe anything, but look at him now. That's the whole point, is look at him now. This man has been labeled as a real estate guru, and I'm gonna leave it on that, as a real estate guru. Y'all check my man out, Legacy Vision Realty. Legacy Vision Real Estate, and we got Legacy Vision Productions coming up soon. That's going to be the school. We're going to get a little more information on that as we're going along. I will be dropping just little tidbits until we get the whole sheet done. We got artists. I mean, we got everything coming up. You know what I mean? And we're not trying to overload our plate because, like I said, this is this man's business. Right. And this man has a business. And this man has a business.
No doubt.
And this man is a business. And this man has a business. You know what I'm saying? And this here is my business. And I ain't saying my by myself. I hate using the word my. This is our business. It's my squad. I wish this table was round.
No, we love you,
Ain't no head
Dave.
at the table.
We love you.
Ain't no
We
head at
know.
the table with me. You hear me?
And look
We
out
love
for
you, bro.
Street Champ
We love you, bro.
Productions.
And when y'all watch this from the first show, look, from the first show to wherever it go, y'all gonna say that dude was the same
This is
from
how
the
you get
first show
sentimental. This how you
to
get
wherever it
sentimental.
go.
Ain't no changing in us.
Ain't no
It's
change.
hard
Therefore, he
niggas.
got
Much love
10
to my
million
guest,
more
OG
dollars.
Stacs, y'all. We gonna get out of here. We gonna get out of here. He coming back. Look, it ain't over. It ain't never over. He
Hey,
coming
shout
back.
out
Appreciate it,
to all
appreciate it.
the kids up listening to grown folks conversations. Go to sleep.